gonna wait for people to come in. All right, y'all. So I'm waiting to give a couple people time to come in, and then we're gonna get into it, okay? Welcome everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Sun Kiss, good afternoon. Love your videos. Thank you and welcome, honey. Thank you for watching. So I'm just trying to wait because I know YouTube has been tripping when it comes to notifications. So I'm trying to wait for a couple people to come in. That way I don't have to constantly repeat myself. And then we're gonna get into the topics. As y'all see the topics. Thomas Conway Sr., welcome from the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. What, my fellow Mississippian in the house. Welcome and thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If y'all want, feel free to share these videos, y'all. Reach many people as possible. I would greatly appreciate it. So let me just go ahead and start. And anybody coming in, I have to watch the replay. So the first thing I want to talk about is, y'all know, if y'all been following me, I've been wanting to do a giveaway on the channel for a while. I've attempted to do it so many different times. So yesterday I did a random pull for the person to get the giveaway. Now originally I was supposed to do the grow light, but some of you said that you're not growing indoors right now. So the grow light wouldn't be, so I changed that to do a $50 cash app. And I feel like I should be able to do that because it gives you the opportunity to use it. It may come right on time for some people. It gives you the opportunity to use it for whatever you want. So the person that won was Miss Melody Sam. At the time, I wasn't thinking. I kept saying live, I hope she sees this live so she can send me her contact information. So yesterday evening, it dawned on me, wow, you got her Cash App. And the reason why I had told y'all that my Cash App, a lot of y'all had asked for like my Cash App, my PayPal and stuff like that. So I put it on the thing and I told you, if you send me funds, tell me what it's for. And that way I can go do it. If you say, hey, I want you to go stock up on this, I want you to see how much you can get with this, then I'll do it. So she sent me, and I can say it because she had said it in the live. She was in one of the lives months ago, and she said that Cash App was for you to for her. She wanted me to, lunch was on her, is what it was. Lunch was on her. So yesterday evening, I'm like, I hope Melanie contacts me, or I'm gonna have to try to go back to a message or something and maybe reply on it to get her attention. And it dawned on me, your Cash App. Remember, she said lunch on her. So I went to my Cash App, and her Cash App was there from sending me the funds for lunch. So I sent her the $50 yesterday, her winnings. Okay, I sent that to her. This morning, okay, I got an email, and this is what I'm saying is kind of hard because I want to do this and I want to be able to give back on the channel. But these scammers make it so hard. I mean, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. This is the email that I got this morning. It say, glad I won, but since I know shipping is a hassle, instead you could just send a digital $50 Amazon card to my email here, and that would be much easier. Yeah. So not knowing that if I wouldn't have been able to get in touch with her, there would be no way for me to know if it was actually her. So if any of y'all got any ideas, because I can do the giveaways all day. Not literally, but y'all get what I'm saying. But how am I to know if I say somebody won? Am I to know that that is the correct person emailing me, or that's the correct Cash App that's being sent to me? And I just looked at like, wow, it was meant for her to be the winner, because, and I didn't even think about that. I already had her information. It was meant. It just worked all out, because by me sending it to her and she acknowledged me back that she received it, then this email right here, I'm already knowing that wasn't her. And you want me to send you a digital $50 Amazon card to that, because you don't want me to send you no Cash App or nothing like that, because you don't want to have nothing traced back. And it's just like, what? Like, really? So it makes it hard, because you always, somebody said in the live yesterday, it's always one bad apple spoils the bunch. Like, why would you do that? Like, they actually think you stupid, y'all. It is getting so bad with these scammers, these trolls. I mean, every day, all day. Like, let me tell you something else too. Any content creators that may see this. So about 3 days ago, I gained like 80 some subscribers. And it was just all that day. It was just, they were just going. It was the day that I did the indoor the cooking with the tea lights, the first day that I did. So that was like maybe like 3-4 days ago. And I was saying to myself, oh, a lot of people must be liking this video, they subscribing. It was just hitting, my subscriber count was just going up. So yesterday is when I saw it, that on the 30th I lost 83 subscribers all at once. Well, in the time that I got all the subscribers, I was getting a lot of adult sites commenting on my videos, and I was reporting. So when it happened, it didn't alarm me yesterday when I saw it, because I'm like, oh, I must have been getting hacked, or not hacked, like it must have been the spammers or something. For me to gain almost 100 subscribers in one day. And I'm guessing now YouTube must have went through and pulled, or either caught it or something. And let me see, it said the 30th. Yeah, the 30th. When I checked my thing yesterday, the 30th is when they pulled 83 of them. So they must have been, and I was like, man, why they sending me so many, so much porn stuff is like hitting my comments, like. So that tells you they out there. For me to gain that many subscribers, and even on my TubeBuddy, I had hit a milestone with getting over 5,500 subscribers. That was yesterday. I said that was 3 days ago. So those spammers took me up to the 55 mark, over the 5,500 mark. But when YouTube, I'm guessing it's YouTube, when they wiped it clean, I went back down to under the 5,500 mark. And it said negative 83. So, y'all, it's like these people ain't got nothing else to do but sit at home or wherever they go, and just this is what they do every day, all day. And it's crazy. And then for this person to try to get a $50 Amazon gift card from me, and I'm like, man, what can I do? Because I don't know. I can do a giveaway, whether it's cash, whether it's a shirt, what if it's, something from the store, like the water bottle. we make these. I want to give some of these away. Just any little thing to give back. And I can't even do it because I don't even know. But you know what? They probably, well, no, it's some greedy people. They really going after it when money is involved. I know that. But they gonna take anything as long as it's free to them. And it's just like, why? Like, why? Thomas Conway said, you go, girl. Thank you, Thomas. G Mama Grows, hey. Mercedes G, hello. First time watching live. Love all your videos. Thank you so much, Mercedes. Oh, I said this lady has got it going on. She knows her stuff. I try, Thomas. I try. Cats to tease. Hey, Cats to tease. Thomas Conway singing said, I just had a friend that got all his accounts hacked. His Facebook account, his Instagram, his Twitter, his YouTube. He had to shut everything down. 13 years of building his brand gone. What? Wow. Oh, wow. No department. Said great. No, grand. And great within jail, everyone. Thank you so much, Lenore. Say it's so sad that these people are really out here scam. Yeah, it is. It is. Sylvia Fit Never Quit. Say if anybody is a that 60 lives for $24.99. They are made in Ohio. Great company. Oh, if anybody is a canner. Okay, got you. Thomas Conway say, yep, so please be careful. Yes, like it's crazy. And I'm like, I probably would have been interacting with this person back and forth thinking it was her. Had I wouldn't have remembered that I had her information from, months ago. So it just worked out good because I'm just like, that was somebody that sat and watched that live because I changed it in the live, yesterday from the actual recording. So that was somebody that actually sat there and watched that live. And then they messaged me on the email account that I have for you guys to email me on. Because sometimes when I get like sponsorships from people, like opportunities for sponsorships and stuff like that, or collaborations or whatever the case may be, they 9 times out of 10, some email me on that email, but sometimes they email to my Google email, which my YouTube account is on. This person took out the time because of how they emailed me to, and it's just I don't even know how they even the Gmail account name is just stupid. It's really, really stupid. So y'all be careful when it comes to that, because I'm seeing a lot of it on Facebook. Haven't seen much of it on my Instagram, but on Facebook I'm getting a lot of weird messages. Now I'm getting emails, and a lot been going on with my YouTube channel far as the adult sites that's being commented like back to back. And I think I had a troll last night. She was actually talking to me back and forth. I'm not sure. I still have to work on that one to see, but she came off trollish. And I'm not sure. But it's a lot to have to like pay attention to, because you don't want to be interacting with them and all that stuff. So next, if you see the title, the Dollar Tree price increase. So like I said yesterday, some of you probably was in the live, the second live I did yesterday, where I told they would know. If you wasn't in that live, I'm gonna go ahead and repeat it. So I called the Dollar Tree in my area and I just asked them, do you know when the price change is gonna take effect? And the cashier did not know, but the manager was beside her. And I could hear him. He was like, everything pretty much going to be $1. It's just they're going to have an area where things are a little bit more than $1. So I don't know if that was just something he was saying or how it's gonna go. But I know I've been seeing I found out about it yesterday through some of you guys on the first live that I did. And so I looked it up and now I'm seeing more and more. I don't know if it's because I looked it up and now it's like in my little history thing where it's more and more and I'm seeing more and more people talk about it. So from my understanding, from my story, is saying that everything will pretty much be $1. They're just gonna bring in a little bit more quality stuff and it's gonna be even more. I ain't gonna believe until I see it, okay? Until I see that that's what the case is, you know. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's the dealio on that. I hope that's the case. I hope so too. Mercedes, I hope so too. Now, let's see. Trolls seem to show up on all YouTubers' channel. It seemed like conspiracy should get into people. I don't know, Sylvia. I don't know, but I know they done got, they done got very, very bad. Like, very bad. Like, I know in the past couple days, I have seen a whole lot of, and like with me, it's all the adult site ones. That's what's coming through is the adult site ones. But to have that big gain, it wasn't surprising to me when they was taken away because like I said, it must have been some type of filter or something that YouTube did to realize that they was trolls. Okay. So it's the world it's already been bad and it's just people it's getting worse and people don't even care. They don't care what they doing. Okay, so something else I wanted to talk to y'all about is y'all gonna hear me talk about this a while. I mean, for a long as this God's will, you can probably hear this every live that I do because it's important. And so many people is not paying attention to it. We back with the food shortages, okay? How to put this. And it's because if anybody took down that, a lot of you was in the live yesterday, took down the Newsbreak app. And I told you that's where I'm getting a lot of the information for the food shortages. Like it is so many. Like yesterday, I probably had maybe about 7 or 8 different articles about this food shortages and companies is actually coming out. And my thing is, okay, it's one thing to hear the information from somebody like me, like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about or this. But when you hearing it from the actual companies, the actual businesses, that's a whole nother different thing. Don't y'all know we still got people that think that there is no shortage, that people is a lot of people, I even get these comments, oh, people is panic buying, that's why there is nothing in the store. No, there's nothing in this. There is areas that's empty in the store because they can't produce it as fast as they normally would because they don't have workers or they don't have the transportation to bring the stuff there. And it's just like, so my thing is, if anybody is actually seeing what's going on and you believe what's right in front of you, don't let nobody stop you from, doing what you got to do for your household or yourself or whatever the case may be, your family. Don't let nobody, because it's a lot. I'm getting a lot, and these may be trolls too. I'm not sure, but they gotta be to even comment like that is like they're trying to deter people, trying to change people's thoughts about what's really going on. It's like been so many talking about, oh, and then they say, oh, people, there's a food stamp increase. So people is stocking up on stuff or just doing more, buying more stuff than they would because they get more food stamps. That may be the case, but at the same time, we've been saying this for months. It started last year. We've been saying this for months and months and months. And like I spoke about at a couple lives ago, is people is willing to lose their job because they don't want to follow certain orders. So if they willing to do that, now you got it to where people is going back against it, where they refusing it, they ain't gonna do it. It's just a whole bunch of mess. And my thing is, do you actually want to be unprepared? We'll never be prepared for everything, okay? But do you actually want to be unprepared for the things you can be prepared for, and then have to go out there in the chaos and, deal with people just to get what you need? Or do you want to start now? Because I honestly do think, well, we already see it. People is doing everything. They've been doing stuff and all that, yeah. But it's getting more sneakier, just like I told y'all when I was on the live and I did the last one for the empty shelves. We was on the live, if y'all remember that, and the guy that was acting weird, pretty much following me around the grocery store parking lot. That was weird. That was so weird. And I do believe that guy, I do believe he watched, because see, in my area, I have left cards. I have left cards at different places where they allow you. So I don't know who then picked up my card, then watched my channel that's right here in the area, and could be against trying to tell people to just simply stock up. Even if the pandemic hadn't hit, this is something I was taught from a child, from when I can remember. My granny always said, stock up. So this ain't for a lot of us. It's not, even if we was doing it or not, a lot of us stopped because, like for my case, I stopped because it was too much with the different moves we was doing and all that stuff. It was too much. Now we're more settled, I can start back. But it's not like I did not know. I was always taught to stock up. And that's for a lot of us. We got grown and just things changed, okay? But now we back to it. And that's the case. And so it ain't something that just being prepared should be a lifestyle change, not just something because, oh, this happened. It's like, well, I'm going to get just this amount and we'll be good. No, you don't know how long. Just like last year, look how long things was. Look how long we were supposed to be home. Put it like that. Other than working, even though people didn't listen. Look how long we were supposed to be home. We're talking about a family of 5 that got 2 adults and 3 children, which is going through a lot of food, especially the kids mainly. You have to be prepared. You can't get a bag of rice and 2 bags of rice and 2 bags of beans and say, oh, we good. That is gone very quickly, so it's a lifestyle change is my thing, and it's to be taken very seriously. Oh, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm behind. Okay, so Mercedes said the food shortages are getting really bad, but we know what we have to do for our households and family. Exactly, Mercedes. Exactly. And y'all, prepping, being prepared, gardening, that is a job all by itself, okay? That is a job all by itself. Because you should be making sure your preps is rotated. You know what dates, when they expire, so y'all can just go and eat that up and replace it. It is a job. It is a way of living. It is something to stay on top of, okay? It ain't no game. It's a way of living. Gardening, let me tell you. And if y'all been on my channel for a while, y'all already know how I do in the garden. I don't go into the science stuff. I ain't trying to do all the sophisticated stuff. I can do it. I choose not to. Okay. I feel like that ain't gonna get you nowhere in the long run. In the midst of situation, that ain't gonna, no. You got to do things shorter and know how to do things right on hand. Everybody ain't gonna agree with it, okay? When it comes to the gardening, I get so many messages saying people wants to learn how to garden. They want to grow their own food, but they don't know how. Listen to me. I don't know who else you watch. No, am I not? I'm not watching. I'm not knocking nobody else and how they do. Okay. But what I'm telling you is how I do. Put the seedling or the seed in some soil. Water it. Give it some light. Let me just say this because I haven't said it in a while. And this is becoming a big question. How do you know what to plant in your area? Okay, simple as this. I'm going to use the area back home. Okay. So I'm from Crystal Springs, Mississippi. So if I don't know what to grow in my area, you can literally go to Google. If you're watching this, you have access to Google and the internet if you're watching this live. So, hey, no matter what you're watching it on, go to Google and type in, first of all, you want to know your grow zone. All right. So you're going to type in something like grow zone, Crystal Springs, Mississippi. It's going to come up with you're in zone 7, zone 8, zone 9, zone 10, whatever zone it is, whatever for your area. If I'm not mistaken, I will be still zone 8. Once you get your grow zone, write it down. All right. Then you can go and say something. If you want to be specific, you can go and say what to grow, Crystal Springs, Mississippi, zone 8. It's going to pull up different things to grow. And it's gonna pull up when even you can even put what to grow, Crystal Springs, Mississippi, the month of October, zone 8. You're gonna eventually get what to grow. You can put in what to grow spring, Crystal Springs, Mississippi, zone 8. Now, the reason why I tell you to be specific about where you're from, because a lot of people get this wrong. Just because you're in the same zone as someone, you can be on one side of town and the weather be so, you could be in one town, the weather be so different from in the next town, but it's the same zone. Okay? The same zone. So don't go off just because Pookie is in zone 8 and Peanut is in zone 8. We can grow the same things. Yes, you can grow the same things, but you may have to treat it a little different. Like where I am. I'm zone 8A. Where I am right now in North Carolina, I'm zone 8A. But I know people that's in my same zone, 25 minutes away. But we the same zone. They're more inland, 25 minutes away where I'm coastal. My weather be completely different than them. Okay, so always on the field. But when it comes down to how to grow something, put it in some soil. When it comes to fertilizer, I think a lot of people overdo it with fertilizer and get so mixed up with fertilizing. Fertilizing is something that should not be done as often as people do it. Should not be done as often as people do it. It's not needed as often as people do it. If you're growing in containers, y'all already know I do Miracle Grow. You don't have to do Miracle Grow. I've already said just because something say organic, that don't mean it's 100% organic. You ain't gonna tell me that it's something ain't in it. You gotta tell me the bag is organic. You gotta tell me everything. No, you're not. Unless you sat there and saw and watched everything that went into this item, I don't trust nothing that no man tell me if I ain't seen it when some money is involved. Or put organic on there. Oh yeah, we could put organic on there because this is like less than a percentage of, so it's still, but at the same time, if you put it in there and it's synthetic, it ain't organic. So I don't believe everything that's on the bag. A lot of people come in and say, oh, your garden, you using this and that's synthetic and all that. Let me tell you, Miracle Grow been used back home when I was growing up for as long. I'm 34, and ever since I known, Miracle Grow is what we use in Mississippi. Okay, and people live long lives. So it ain't hurt nobody yet. I'm gonna continue on. Now, what I ain't finna do is use all this new stuff, this new science stuff. Oh, it's organic. With my Miracle Grow, and I'm not sponsored by Miracle Grow or none of that. I just like the product. When I use my Miracle Grow, I use it once every month and a half, maybe 2 months. If my plant ain't showing me no yellowing, I don't use it. That's just how I do. If you go back to my garden, it's a playlist on the channel, Gardening 2020. You'll see my products. You'll see my harvests. Earlier this year, you will see go to Gardening 2021. You will see my harvests. I have tried different things. I don't like those things. Now, if other people like it, that's fine. But I'm telling you, the simple way is to put the soil or the seedling in the ground or in a container, whatever you're doing. If you're using a container, make sure you got holes so it can drain. That water needs to drain some, okay? Give it some sunlight. If you're growing indoors, please understand you can't have a light sitting way up here and your plant down here. That light has to be a plant grow light, and it needs to be close to your plant because you're mimicking the sun. Ain't no light bulb gonna give off the energy that the natural sun does. So growing indoors, you're mimicking that. So you need that light, okay, on there, or if you got a good sunny window sill or something like that. And watch the plant. Watch it. It's gonna grow. If you see a bug on it, get the bug, like worm or something like that, that's gonna eat, get it off. Simple as that. Let it grow. Water it, sunlight. If you're mimicking it, you need some air. You need circulation. So if you have a little area set up and I'll go more into this in a video that's going to come out today of the indoor garden, okay? But if you're doing indoor, you need a small fan. I recommend a small fan to go close to your plants. Circulate air. Then you got your lights. With those two things, you're mimicking outdoors really, really good. That's all you need. That's all you need. Water your plants. Don't overwater them. You know when they are moist. They should be moist, not soaked, unless they on their last leg because you ain't watered them in about a week or whatever, and now you got to really, really drench it. Not soaked, but water enough to, you don't want to think about it, you don't want to drown the plant, okay? Just like you ain't going to sit there and drink 2 gallons of water, I hope not, in a day, risking drowning yourself in water. Think about it like that. It's not hard. A lot of people say, I don't have a green thumb. Nothing different. It's just don't look too much into it. A lot of people, I feel like, make it complicated by when they hear gardening, they think it's a whole big task. Think about when you was in school, that styrofoam cup that you had, that little bit of soil they put in there, and that seed they gave you, and you stuck it in there, and about a week, what did you have? You had a plant. And I don't think that soil had no fertilizer in it. You had a plant. Okay? You had a plant. That in school they put their name on the styrofoam cup. You had your little seed, and what the teacher do? The teacher put it in the little windowsill. Or either she had it on a tray and sat it outside. And you had a plant in a couple days to take home that you were supposed to take home and replant it. Just that simple. It's not that hard. Over here, I'm not getting into all the say my Miracle Grow got the bone meal, the kelp, the vermiculite, and all that stuff. I am not finna do all that extra. You know, Every garden should have, I feel like, synthetic and organic stuff. My Miracle-Gro got both of them in it. Now, if you want to put more organic stuff, that's when you can get your eggshells and dry them. I got videos on that where I showed you take your eggshells, dry them out really good, put them in a coffee grinder, or if you got a blender or something like that, and make you some powder. Make it into a powder. You can sprinkle that if you want to on your plants. Coffee grounds, if you want to do that. I don't deal with coffee at all, but I mean, that is a good thing to fertilize with. There are so many different things that you can do that will help you. That's very easy when it comes to gardening. So it's no excuse. It's no excuse not to be growing your own food. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. And I do understand sometimes people make it complicated. I've never made it complicated over here. And it's not really them doing it on purpose. It's just the way that they garden, and it is fine. But for people that's just learning out, it can be overwhelming, okay? When simply all of it is not needed. Is not needed, okay? It's not needed, or you can still go and buy one thing. It don't have to be Miracle-Gro, but one fertilizer that has all that stuff in it, because they quick to say, oh, this is organic, this is, like I say, miss me with the organic stuff, because I don't believe it's 100% organic. And if you can't read the bag without looking it up and properly pronounce all the ingredients that's in it and know exactly what the meaning of them is, how you gonna tell somebody that it's organic just because it said on the daggone bag? Anybody can write anything on there. Money is involved, and they know a lot of people want to go towards organic stuff. Then that's what you get. At the end of the day, they going home to their big homes and they nice cars and stuff because they the CEO of this. And you just bought what they wanted you to buy and do what they wanted you to do. So a lot of the comments I get about down in the Miracle-Gro, it's synthetic as this. You see, I'm still using it. Just went and got a whole nice little discount clearance of it. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff outside that could be considered harmful to plants and humans that we breathe in and stuff daily when we go out. That's worse than some Miracle-Gro. I mean, come on. So, for those of you that want to start your garden, just try it. Just try it. Whether if it's indoor, just know you're mimicking outdoors. Just know you're mimicking outdoors. If you're growing outdoors, I just told you how to find your grow zone, how to find what is good to grow for that time. Don't say, oh, I'm going to wait next spring, and next spring comes, then it's like, oh, I planted some seeds, they didn't come up, I'm just going to wait next spring. No, you prolonging it. Excuses sound better to the ones that's making them. So you're making the excuse, that sounds better for you. That gets you through. But me on the outside looking in, no. Excuses sound better. I'm going to put that on a shirt. Excuses sound better to the ones that's making them. And that is the truth. It is. If a seed or something don't germinate, drop another one. Drop some more. I told y'all to stock up on seeds. If you haven't, don't panic. We're going to find some seeds somewhere. Baker Creek. When you type it in, it may come up. If you type in Baker Creek seed, it may come up rareseeds.com. Because of so much going on, I'm careful where I may get seeds from. Okay. So I'll deal with the companies like Ferry Moore's, Burpee. You may pay a little bit more, but think about this. If you ain't got no seeds, come out of pocket. Get you a couple seeds. Once you get your seeds and you get stuff to growing, take seeds out of that. Dry them seeds out and stock them seeds. Start building your own seeds from home. It's no excuse, okay? It's no excuse. So let's see. All right. And I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be honest. People say, "Oh, well, if something happened, people gonna be the first one looking for you and coming to your house." That won't be a good idea, for one, and for two, I'm trying to tell everybody information as much as I can so you can do it, so you won't have that mentality that, oh, I need to go over here to Bobby and them, to Pookie and them because they got this. No, no, no. If we all on the same page and we all trying to provide, that's that many more of us that don't have to go looking for nobody else's stuff. Because now you're putting your own self in danger trying to go take some from somebody else when you had the opportunity to do for yourself and for your family. Then you won't have to put yourself at risk, because you putting yourself at risk talking about you going to take some from somebody else. Don't do that. You have time now. This is not a panic situation. This is a lifestyle change. And that's why I think a lot of people is getting that mixed up. It's a lifestyle change. It's a way of living. The world is changing. I constantly say when the world changing, you have to adjust. Just like with the weather. That's what another reason. All that backyard, and a lot of people ask, why you ain't growing indoor? I mean, in ground. No, I don't want to grow in ground. I want to be able to move my stuff. Just say, okay, this home that we in, we rent this home. Just say the realtor call and say, hey, such and such say, he want to sell the home. Y'all lease is up. I may spend my funds trying to get into another area, another place. If my food is in ground, that's hard to take everything up. I like to keep it mobile where I can get a U-Haul, find a place, get a U-Haul, take all our furniture, get it in the house, and then come back and make about 2 deliveries of nothing but buckets with plants in it. Or if something is going on where a plant is getting too much sun or too less sun, I can move it. That is my main reason why I love container gardening. I can move it. I can move it. Simple as that. It can always go with me wherever I may have to go. Well, not wherever, because if you like having to leave an emergency, it's not going. But y'all get what I'm saying. It's movable. And if y'all seen, I've had to move things around the yard for past reasons. Well, the squirrels. And sometimes stuff was getting too much sunlight and too less sunlight. I'm able to move it. And that's my main thing. Let's see. Sylvia Fit never quit say they always point and blame. Reality is not enough. People working, truckers, cashiers, stockers, supply chain is broken. Exactly, Sylvia. Exactly. Tish in the house. I have noticed shortages certain weeks and then better stock shelves other weeks, so I wasn't sure. But I read the articles about it. It depended on the stores too. Yes, Tish. Yes. Very true. Say my BP medicine. Okay, my blood pressure medicine has been out of stock twice in the last month or so, and that has never happened to me before. So people on meds for serious issues, please don't wait until you are out of your meds. Exactly. My grandma used to always get the only thing she ever was on was blood pressure medicine, and she always would get the doctor to get her extra prescription. And back home, you was able to get a prescription filled, and before that one was up, you was able to get another one. So she kept doing that to always have an emergency supply of her prescription on hand. Because like I told y'all, I grew up, my granny raised me, and growing up from little, growing up, I've always heard, she kept stuff stocked and stuff like that. And then when my brothers came, even more stuff was stocked. So that I've always heard it. But dealing with the moves we did when my husband was military, it was a lot. That was a lot that you have to constantly move. I just kind of like, make it easier. Now that we more settled, I'm back to, I say, my roots, what I grew up with, and it's coming to me like, make sure. So for me, famotidine, which is Pepsid AC, is the main thing for me. My Lanta, because I have GERD. So those things I try to stay stock on, have a stash of. My kids, for their GERD and stuff, they take Mylicon. So that's bought over the counter too. So I try to keep stock of Mylicon. And then any Advil, Tylenol, cold and cough medicines. Try to keep. I even keep Gas X on hand. Because like I say, we have the GERD issue, and it deals with the digestive system and all that. So those things are the things that we keep on hand, thankfully. And that's why I say eating right. Thank God I'm not dealing with anything that I know of far as that, where I will have to have a prescription and stuff. But a lot of people has voiced their opinions out when I constantly talk about low sodium. If you don't have an issue with sodium now, that's not to say if you eat so badly, especially in an emergency situation, you can develop an issue with sodium or diabetes and stuff like that. So when you're doing your preps, you don't just pour everything you see on the shelf and it's probably bad for you just to say you got food. You need to look at what you're doing. So I would depend on, if everything was to shut down right now, I would depend on my canned vegetables that's in the prep. I get them no sodium or low sodium, whatever I can find. It's some that I wasn't able to find low sodium. Now, mind you, I don't have an issue with sodium like that, but I do know sodium irritates the GERD. It's very easy to do that. Take the green beans, rinse them off, put them in a strainer and rinse them off, or you can boil them and then pour that off and then boil them again. And I promise you they will be bland as all outdoors. Then you re-add what you want into it. It's different ways. But I see a lot of people, and somebody say it's moderation. I understand you may do it in moderation, but a lot of people's stuff that I done seen, every single thing was processed, canned, or frozen meals. Everything. You can't do that in moderation when you got to eat, when you need to eat 3 meals a day and everything that you got is processed. You can't eat that in moderation. Everything you put in your mouth is going to be processed with something. So now you ain't got no other choice but to eat this way because that's all you have stocked up on. So those of you that's garden, freeze, dehydrate, whatever the case may be. That's why I'm growing indoors too, because greens would be something that I can put with rice. Greens is something I can put with rice. And as soon as I'm able to get me a grow tent, then it's on and popping. Because I'm thinking that grow tent may not even go in my garage. Because I got stuff growing in the garage, that grow tent may go in my living room. Ain't nobody coming here, not with everything going on. Ain't nobody coming up in here. I'm not mingling with people with everything that's going on. So, I mean, it may just go in there. Greens and beans. I have to drop seeds today. Greens and beans are your main source of vegetables. If everything was to shut down, because you could throw rice, mashed potatoes, and y'all know I do the canned meat, the canned chicken breast. I've been making chicken salad out of the canned chicken breast, and it is so good. So good. I mean, was telling myself the other day, I don't know why I hadn't been buying canned chicken before. Okay. So much easier to use. You can put it in soups. You can make, like with us, if I make chicken spaghetti, because we don't eat beef and pork, all I gotta do is open up the can. It's fully cooked. It's less on me, you know. Now I rinse that off real good to get a lot of the sodium that they use to preserve it. I rinse it off really, really good. And when I tell you, when I rinse it off, I put it on a strainer and I rinse it off really, really good. I take my hand and like all you gotta do is do this and it just break apart. A lot of that sodium and stuff comes off. You taste it then and you won't, and then you can re-add your stuff to it. So it's ways, y'all. It's ways. Let's see. Okay, so Tish said, I actually Googled and my medicine is on a shortage list. Oh my goodness. Whew. Sylvia Fit Never Quit said, I'm in Gulfport. I'm 9-8. That is so true. We have microclimates. Oh, Sylvia, another fellow Mississippian. Yes, honey, yes. And a lot of people don't understand that. Said good morning, everyone. Oh, thanks 2%. Thanks 2%. Morning, Tess in the house. I must say Miracle Grow does work. I have used it in the past, and I'm coming home. Miracle Grow, ha ha. Yes, 2%. Yes. Mercedes said yes. I will be doing a indoor garden. Didn't know you could grow indoors, but thanks to your videos and Google, I know it can be done. Yes, Mercedes. See, there we go right there. Look at that. Y'all heard that little thing? That's it's an adult site that just hit one of my videos as a comment. But this ain't been the normal like onesie and twos. Like I've been getting at least 30, 40 of these a day on my videos. And I've been having to report. And I'm talking about they are undressed photos, like the profile pictures and links and all this stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. And one just hit. If y'all heard that notification, that's what it was. I have to report it when I get off of here. Let's see. 82%. Tissue house. Oh, it jumped on me. Okay, so I have an intense bug phobia, so I didn't continue tending to my garden, but I want to try again in the future. Squash bugs attack my plants, and I said they could have it. Oh, Tish, that the bugs gonna come with it. Unfortunately, but I'm glad that you say you're gonna try again in the future. Some people just give it up and they never go back. Sylvia said my garden keeps growing. Started 3 containers, now over 20. Planting on adding more. Found more foods I can grow in my area. That's what I'm talking about, Sylvia. Get it, girl. Thomas Conway said, thank you for what you're doing. I will be tuning in. Thanks again. You have a great day. You too, Thomas. Thank you so much for coming in. Keep dropping seeds till some grow. Exactly. My tiny garden. Hey, family, I'm late. It's all right, my tiny garden. It said, do seeds really expire? I mean, everything has an expiration date, but they don't expire like what the packaging say. They go years. Now, another thing you could do to slow down the process of your seeds is to stick them in the freezer. Divide them up and put them in the freezer until it's time for you to use them. And that will slow down the expiration of the seeds. But I got seeds that's packaged from 2017 and they still good. I'm still using them. Half of the ones out there was from 2017 seeds. So, and we're in 2020. This is 2021. Yeah. Sylvia said, "Come to my house. You better bring something to trade." I understand. It says, Goddess Leo. Hey, Goddess Leo. Hello, chat. Mercedes said, "I'm getting me a grow tent too, honey. That's my plan. That's my plan. I'll get it one day. My tiny garden. I just stocked up on canned chicken. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I gotta do more prep hauls than what I've been doing myself. Cassidy said frozen dinners are so high in sodium. I am looking for low sodium foods now. That is why I want to grow my own food. Exactly. So high, like some of them have over 2,000 milligrams of sodium. Like, and a lot of it is to preserve it. You gotta have the salt between salt and the vinegar and stuff. And vinegar is high in sodium. Sometimes things be preserved in vinegars, and vinegar is high in sodium. And people don't understand that, all that stuff that, and then I see, not only you have, when you get things like ketchup and stuff like that, all that stuff is high. And so it may not look like it look on the back when like for like ketchup and stuff, but it all adds up. It all adds. So you have to be very, very careful. How are you? The news said mass production has us to believe that is the only way to have food. Most do not want others to grow their own, thinking that will crash their economy. I know, right? It's all about money. It's all about money. How they say money make the world go round? It's all about filling their pockets. They don't care about you. Goddess Leo said, "Girl, rebounding from emergency surgery of my oldest appendix." Oh, Lord, well, I am so glad that everything turned out good. That y'all are in recovery. I'm so glad that y'all okay. Does it feel better? You said of my oldest appendix. Okay. He is doing well. Okay, that is good. They do that mess on Facebook too, over and over and over. Yes, 2%. Were you talking about yourself or someone else? She was talking about her son. Ebony, hey, Ebony. They said, "Oh, that's good to know. Thank you for the information." Queenie Walker, hey, Queenie. And then everyone as well. Yes. TLC in the garden said, hey, TLC in the garden. V Solo said, "I'm listening. But once y'all buy a grow tent and use it, you're hooked." I bet. They'll save my son. Oh, this okay. I bet. So y'all, yeah, so those are the things I wanted to talk to y'all about. It's 1:02 p.m. here. So I'm gonna go and get off because I have to finish the indoor because I haven't got y'all. Haven't updated y'all on the indoor garden. I got some things to do out there because I feel like I haven't been out there in a minute. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. That's why I say, y'all, it is a job. It's a whole nother job when you living this type of lifestyle with the gardening, the prepping, and stuff like that. And my thing is, you should be proud of yourself. Give you pats on the back. You should tell yourself you doing the daggone thing, because it's work. It's work that'll pay off and have you less stress at the end. Just think about it like this. If something breaks news right now and says, it's something, everything is gonna close or whatever. Are you prepared for the next 6 months to a year? Can you honestly go in your house and say, okay, I got stuff growing, I got this, but until this start producing, I got all this. That, and like I told y'all, green beans and stuff at Wally World, you can get a case of certain things for less than $5. Them 33-cent vegetables. Okay? And you can get real creative with that canned chicken. If you ain't canning, the canned chicken that's in water, you get, in my area, you get 4 cans for $6.48. If you can eat salmons and stuff like that, salmon in the can, sardines, you can get real creative and make a nice healthy meal out of it, okay? So, yeah. See, when you said my oldest opinion, I'm like, we got ages on. B Solo says, Ultimate said, oh no, a year I'd be in trouble. So yes, because you just never know. So that can be a year in canned good. You may have to eat the same thing over and over, but you'll be full. Okay. Anybody that deals with GERD and stuff, buy what you know is not going to bother you. Buy something tested out. If it don't bother you, then you know you can stock up on it. And just go there. Or just always think, because just like last year, last March, that was new. Everybody was pretty much shut down. That was new. And it happened all of a sudden. So ask yourself, if something like that were to happen again, are you able? Are you going to be one of them that's out there in the midst of the chaos? Okay. Or are you going to be able to get up and say, oh, it's shut down, get up and walk to wherever your preps is and be like, okay, we good. We good for about 6 months to a year. Even if you say, well, we're going to go out right now and grab this, but we good. Can you do that? Lady Chick Fashion says, hello. Hey, lady. I discovered your channel about a week ago. I really love your content. Thanks for showing us how to cook a tea light. Don't let the trolls get. Oh, okay. Hey, honey. Hey. I'm glad you enjoyed. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it. And yes, them tea light candles, that is something I got to stock up on. That's why I got to get off. I got a lot to do, y'all. I still haven't posted nothing in the store, which I'm going to get that posted before 3. Yeah. Because that's something else, the tea light candles. I got to start doing my stash on tea light candles, and we're trying to do it the cheapest way. But like I said, them Dollar Tree tea light candles don't seem like they burn like the Walmart ones. So things like that, tea light candles, y'all, I love it. Like I say, I'm showing y'all probably get a video from me almost every day cooking some with a tea light candle, because the only way for us to know is us to try it. And like I say, I'm writing it down, because in an emergency situation, I need to know how many candles I need to put in my little pan, and how long it's going to take for it to heat up. Because one thing about it is, it ain't like you using different things. You're using tea lights. You can time it. Okay, well, you know what? I can cook some rice. That'll be done in about 2 hours. Mind you, it's an emergency situation. You got to adjust to it. So if you know you need to eat dinner at 5 o'clock, you better have that water and that rice and stuff on by 2:30, 3 o'clock. That's where it come in. You don't need to be waiting to it, and you ain't never tested nothing out. And then something happened, and you in there trying to scrum around. Now it take 3-4 hours for you to cook a bowl of rice with some candles, and now everybody in the house is hungry. And this, you need to be checking that stuff out now, if that's something you're gonna decide to do. Tea light candles can be put on a Ziploc bag and thrown in your bug out bag or container or whatever it is, and you can get a lot of them in there. And if you don't get the one from the Dollar Tree, the ones from Walmart last a lot longer. Okay? You should have, if you say, hey, tea lights is the way to go for me, because it may not be for everybody. You better, every time you go to Wally World or wherever you go, Target or whatever, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to tell where I get my source, if it's something somebody done said, I'm going to tell. Lead Former 73, y'all heard me say that. Y'all probably, most of y'all done this watch his lives and stuff. He always say, you don't know who watching, right? I believe that a lot. Let a lot of people start buying them daggone candles and watch them go up. Watch them go up. Watch them go up. So if you have decided that you're going to do this, and this may be because my main thing is not having to deal with fuel, propane, and all that stuff. I don't want to have to deal with that stuff and have to worry about, oh, if you don't turn it off properly, you got carbon monoxide, it could be leaking. I don't want to have to worry about that. That's where it came in about the candles. I was thinking, and y'all, if y'all been following me, you know I bought a teapot months ago, and you're supposed to put the tea light candle, and I was drinking the tea like that. And the other day, I was watching something. I can't remember now what the movie was, and I'm like, dang. You may not want to go. We may have to be in our apartment or our house, and they say, do not exit out them doors. You need to be able to cook food. And I was saying, okay, Tomica, you got GERD. The kids got GERD. You can't eat a lot of cold stuff. My food digests better with me when it's warm. Not extremely hot, not cold. Okay? What are you going to do? You got this food, but how are you going to cook it without having to go outside and risk Pookie and Peanut and them looking over the fence? Peeking around with some type of little weapon or something, because they finna come and take your stuff. I needed to be, you try to get in this door, then that's a whole nother situation. I don't need to be outside trying to do this, trying to cook and this. You don't need to see me. If I have to board up every entrance or something from the inside, you don't need to see me. I don't need to have to go outside for anything. Okay? For anything. When it comes to water, you can boil your water and stuff at home. If there is no water, for whatever the case may be, you can always dispose of it down the drain in the bathroom. If you do it right and turn it to liquid. I'm sorry I'm saying it like that, but it don't have to be in your house to stink up your house and draw all type of things. That's one thing about saying, unless something back up or this, and that's a whole different story. But there's ways. Even if you got to go outside, sneak outside, and every time somebody go or something, dig, shovel, dig a hole, place it, cover up. Let nature take care of it. Back in the house you go. But the minute you start cooking, people guts hungry and the stomach's licking their back, they coming from wherever they smell that food, and they don't care who they hurt, as long as they satisfy themselves, because that's people mentality. They don't care, okay? Lady Chick Fashion. Oh, thank you, honey, for the super chat. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. See, 2% said no barbecue Lay's potato chips for me. They messed me up last time. I understand. Oh, I cannot eat those, 2%. And I'm going to tell you, I had an episode last night and night before last. And it's my fault, because I know I shouldn't eat after 8 o'clock. I did. And to top it off last night, I hadn't had chocolate in forever. Oh, I tested out a few pieces of chocolate. Woke up, all episode was real. I'm glad that it calmed down once I burped. So I guess it was trapped air. But oh my goodness, I said, no, you done got off track. I don't know why. For some reason, I feel like, oh, okay, I ain't had no episode. I could have this. I could have this. My body hurry up and got me together like, no, ma'am. That's 2 nights straight. So tonight, I ain't nothing past 8 o'clock. I ain't even drank. That's why I'm drinking on my water now. I need to get all my water in me for the day. Because past 8 o'clock, I ain't putting nothing in my mouth. Nothing. Because I'm like, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. So I understand 2%. 2% said 2-hour rice. No, yes, 2%. Yes, it may get to that, especially if you're using like tea lights and stuff. And my thing is, if we already at home, and I mean, you can't light charcoals inside. The sterno, y'all already know how I feel about sterno and the canned heat and all that. Y'all know how I feel about that. Okay, I've been saying it the past couple days. Tea lights will be the way for me. So I need to know how long it's going to take me to cook a bowl of rice using tea lights. How many tea lights? What to do? Put the top on it, put top. I need to know. I need to have it written down. So if something happens, because we come into winter months and it's cooler way before the time here than it would normally be. So I don't know what may happen. You know, I don't know. So I need to know if power go out, I can still feed Tatiana, Kylie, and little Aronde. Okay. And so if I have to put on rice, if I want them to eat at 5 o'clock, then I'm gonna have to put on the rice by 2:30. Okay, if it's gonna take 2 hours. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's gonna take 2 hours, but just in case. Minute rice, but I don't know if I want to stock up on the minute rice, 2%. That would be a good option. But I literally want to do it as if minute rice wasn't available, because I have a lot of just regular rice, and I just want to keep it to, like we talked yesterday, on the live. The easy way is not always the best way, and that's kind of where I'm keeping it to, where it's just, the most simple. Yes, it may take longer, but like I say, if we prepping now and knowing how long it's gonna take for things, then we can kind of do that time out ahead of time, So yeah, that's where it comes into checking your preps, figuring out what'll be best for you. And if you go to the candle route, then that's gonna be some tedious, taking note of everything. And then on top of that, you're gonna have to know, what if there's no power and the house is cold? Is that gonna affect how quick the tea lights heat stuff up? All that goes into effect. So right now I'm working on how to keep the heat in the surrounding area of the tea lights, because all that plays an effect. So yeah. I just don't want to have no issues with the other stuff. And then like the Furo, like the sterno and all that stuff may not look at now how there's shortages on stuff. Who said that stuff going to be available? Okay. So right now, some of those can be very expensive to stock up on. So that's why I say the tea lights, they inexpensive right now. They easy to buy. They easy to store. So I don't care if I end up with 200, 300, 400 tea lights. I know I can store them better than I can that canned heat or sterno or whatever the case may be. Let's see. Lady Check, thank you. Ebony's the truth. Mercedes said that. Susan said, girl, them tea lights already going up with you. Look, they probably is, because like he said, like Led always say, you never know who watching. So it could be anybody. And it's like, oh, she telling people to go get tea lights. Call John and them and tell them we need to go ahead and go up by 20% on those tea lights. You might well get it while everybody buying it. And believe it or not, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. When you see price change, they realize, oh, everybody buying this, everybody buying that. Let's go ahead and put the price up on them. That's how it be going. Queenie Walker said, and I just started the tea lights a couple of days ago. Queenie Walker said, what is Wally World? LOL. Everyday low prices. Roll back. Queenie. Trying to keep from actually saying, I done said it a couple times, but when we say it, we're trying not to actually. So roll back, the big store, everybody go hang out at with the blue, yellow, white. If you've been following me, I said I done worked for them 3 different times. Rollbacks. Prices. The wall place. This is a do not cook bacon. Haha. I'm gonna be trying some turkey bacon 2% just to see if the tea lights will cook it. I know they would. I got faith that they would. Lady Chick Fashion say you're so welcome. And let's see. Lenore's apartment say I am in the right to protect my home and all that is in it. You just tickled my just now. Yes. I mean, so hey, make it to where I don't need to be outside, okay? But once you come and okay. Tish in the house say, I do feel that YouTube has a lot of influence because I will see things people bought in hauls on YouTube and then you can't hardly find it in the stores. LOL. You know how they say YouTube is the new cable now. Everybody watches. It's so many different things. Everybody watches, YouTube. So, hey, never know. B Solo says, sis, have you tried Curl? It tastes a little like no, I haven't tried it, but I've seen it. It's in my acid reflux book. To do that, like for hot chocolate. It's a substitute for like hot chocolate, and they got K-Rob and then K-Rob chips or something. I haven't tried it, but I need to. Might need to try some Minute Right. Okay. Yeah, it's not enough. Lady Chick Fast and say your cabbage looked good. Cooked with the tea. Oh, they was, honey. How did it turn out? Did it ever fully cook? So I ended up taking it off the can that had the tea light in it, and I put it on my little aluminum pan thing with the rack on it that I got. They boiled. They boiled, okay? And now that I see y'all really like those, I was trying to see if y'all really was gonna like the candles. And now that I really, really like them, like I say, I'm gonna keep the can heat for emergencies, for outside, for something. I'll keep that, but I'm not gonna buy no more. Because I like the fire pit. If you saw the video of us doing the fire pit in the stock pot, and the tea lights is gonna be my way to go for us doing that. And so, girl, them cabbages was boiling, but y'all will be able to see because I'm gonna do more videos. I'm gonna be cooking a lot of our meals. Like I'm gonna be heating up a lot of our meals and stuff that way, and I will film it that way we could see different things and how long it took with the tea lights. But they was boiling, honey, boiling. Miss Lady, the Miss Lady for real. Soups are easy. Yes. Lots of blankets and dress in layers. Yes. Can you just soak the rice ahead of time and then just heat up? I don't know. I've never tried soaking it. TLC in the garden, but I will look into it, honey. Thanks for that advice. I will look into that because we need all the help we can get. Yes, they be listening. Yes, 2% with a little notepad. Okay, Mississippi Girl Life. Yeah, she the one that's putting people on these tea lights. Go ahead and call John and them and tell them 20% increase on them tea lights. Hey, that's just the way it be. 2% said no, Mississippi do not cook bacon because they gonna come human and animals. I know, huh? Yeah, you might be able to smell that bacon even outside the house. You right about that. But that canned chicken they ain't gonna smell. Carmelie, hey Carmelie, how are you? Ebony R said, great idea. Chelsea in the garden. Mercedes exactly at 2%. Louis Mercedes, you know bacon smell travels. Yes, it does, 2%. V Solo laughing. The Miss Lady for real. Hubby and I built a cinder block wood burning cooking stove for less than $50. We've been cooking outdoors for a month now. I know that's right. And then even now, doing it this way and learning it this way, like the way she's doing it in the fire pit, stock pot and stuff like that, is fun. Also, it teaches you and get you prepared. And y'all, it takes off that light bill because in my area, light and water, the whole cost, no matter how much you is going up. So it even takes off in those bills so you can have it that extra money for other things, because it just works all the way around. And that's why I say the tea lights, I'm gonna start doing a lot of tea lights. That way, I have the bread video is coming by Monday. Okay, the bread video. Now I'm gonna do the bread 2 ways, but the first video is gonna be using the bread machine. I'm gonna tell you why. The bread machine, it don't take a lot of power. So in the event of an emergency, I don't mind using my bread machine to make bread using my generator to power it. Okay? Keep that in mind. It don't take a lot of power. So I don't mind doing that. But bread is one of the main staples of food sticking to your gut. Okay? Then I'm going to do videos, which I have to learn. I don't know how to make bread like without having. But what I'm going to do, and I don't want nobody to, I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to try to make bread and lay it on the, I already have in my head. I haven't seen it done, but it won't be a rack. It'll be more like a griller that go over the tea lights. And I want to see if I can get that bread to rise using the tea light candles. So that is an experiment that's coming up. But also the bread machine. I said, okay, my bread machine will come handy if I had to use my generator. Because the way I'm stocking things is I don't have to worry about powering up a refrigerator. Because I've been experimenting with dairy a little bit more. I've been experimenting with dairy a little bit more since the incident with me getting sick last year. I'm able to take certain dairy. I have found that out. Ice cream and stuff I can't. And I did figure out the sugars in certain things. Apple juice I found out recently is a no for me. The sugars in it, the fiber in it, no for me. So I've even been testing myself to make sure, because sometimes you can react to something and it be so tedious. Like with me, I have to go in it. So for the bread, it requires me to have powdered milk. I have low-fat powdered milk. Okay, so that is going to be something where I can incorporate and still get like calcium and stuff. But the crazy thing about it, I can take dairy in that way, like in something. It was so good to not drink so much almond milk. But if I were to want milk, I can't have dairy, like straight out cow milk. Who know that if I want to drink straight out milk, it would be almond milk. Well, almond milk is, I got to stock up on it, but it is shelf stable. They got a lot of dairy milk that's shelf stable. But I said, okay, well, I don't like making mashed potatoes and stuff with almond milk. It's nasty to me. Okay. And we ate it like that for some months. I was like, I can't do it. Not no more. So I found out that I can put powder milk or use regular milk in things like mashed potatoes and something. And I don't know what happens when it cooks or whatever. It don't bother me. But I can't drink it straight. It bothers me. So I'm gonna stock up on almond milk. Yes, I can make the almond milk too, but I'm already doing so many different things. Some stuff like that, if I can stock up on it, I can stock up on it because the prices done already went up on it. It's done already went up on it. 2% said, "Don't tell your secrets, Mississippi." They listen. I know they listen, but you know what? 2%. I got a lot that I didn't say, but you know what? People gon' I done found this out. People gonna copy, and y'all have been picking up on it. People is gonna copy either way. Whether once I put it up, somebody gonna come right back and do it. And do it. And I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. So, girl, I understand. I understand. But sometimes I get so excited and I got all these thoughts and all these things that the videos I want to do. Sometimes they just come out and I try to hold it and say, "Oh, I ain't gonna say that." So I said, okay, everybody that was in the live or watched the live, they know Mississippi has said it. So when they see another creature come behind and try to do, and my thing is, what gets me is I'm this type. If I get an idea from somebody or I heard somebody that spoke on something, I'm gonna give credit what credit is due. Everybody ain't like that. They ain't like that. So I say them creatures gonna do. So 2%, I ain't even paying attention. I ain't paying attention to them. I ain't paying attention to them. But I get so excited to where sometimes my ideals do come out. And I'm just to the point now, if somebody take it, y'all know where it came from. Y'all know where it came from. Y'all know who you heard said, and it's my and it's fine because I can't stop them nor I'm gonna waste time trying. They're gonna do it anyway. So, but that's gonna be my thing. Far as the bread, I want to know how to do it by stretch. Okay. And then I thought about, I was like, man, I can always power up the generator to make some bread with the thing too. So those are just some of the things, that I feel like we can all benefit from. Let's see. All right, so Carmelita said tea light heater with terracotta pots. Those terracotta pots are expensive. Yes, Carmelita. AG born Jamaican. Blessing says, hey, sir. Lady Chick Fashion said canned chicken sounds like a great idea to prep on. Yes, I love it. I love it, honey. I love it. The Miss Lady for real say, get some cast iron cookware while it's cheap now. Look into camp cooking outdoors on YouTube. Yes, cast iron would be good. Yes, and even the camp cooking for outdoors, we doing both, but our main thing is trying to see what we can cook inside to keep people from knowing what you cooking and what you have if a situation were to happen. You don't want to keep people around. But some of the things, like you're saying, may be able to help with inside for us. That when I go to the store, I go to the camping section first. Over where the sporting goods is at Wally World. I go there first, and I went there the other day because I wanted me a collapsible stove. And I know they on Amazon, but I wanted to see, they used to have them for like $10 at Wally World. I almost did it again. At Wally World. But at mine, I probably have to go to another one. They was out of them. And it's coming into that season where people gonna be camping and hunting. So I probably have to just go to another Wally World and see if they got some there. But that'd be my first stop, is sporting goods and the camping section. Say, I look forward to your bread machine recipes. Yes. I've been saying it, but I already put it in my schedule that it's gonna be up before Monday if it's God's will. Tell your secrets, they listen to LL2%. Why should I say don't tell your future videos? I get so excited to be like, oh my goodness. The Miss Lady for real say, I got my bread machine for under $50 on Amazon. Store up on some yeast. Yes, I got some yeast, and that's another thing. Y'all will see those videos. I gotta store up on my bread, everything. Okay, for it's my thing. But I got enough now to go ahead, and like do the videos and stuff. But I need to stock up on that stuff. Especially the one for the bread machine yeast, that is starting to be out in my area in some spots. I mean, in some stores, the bread machine yeast. And I want to get the Miss Lady for real. I want to get the rapid too, so I can make. Well, you probably know what I'm talking about. You got your bread machine. You could do the rapid bread because y'all, for the most, even though it's on a bread machine, making bread in it takes like 3 hours or more. Okay, it takes like 3 hours or more just because in the bread machine does it. But you can do some of the ones that say rapid, but you need the rapid yeast to do it. So, and I know the rapid yeast, I have the regular bread machine yeast, but the rapid yeast has been out in some stores for me. So yeah, like I told you, it's more people stocking up and doing stuff at home than you whatever know. And they're not gonna tell you nothing. They're not gonna tell you nothing. A lot of people sit back and say, well, if they don't see it, then I it's not my place to tell them. You got some people that's just like that. But you can tell from the things that's being bought up in the stores. Yeah, it's not a coincidence. You solo say that would be nice. I've seen some ladies in other countries make bread in clay ovens. Yes. Lady Chick Fashion saying maybe putting a little baking powder in your homemade bread. It may make it rise. Yeah. I need to try powdered milk 2%. Yes, honey. Yes. The Miss Lady for real said yeast can be bought by bulk. Stock up on spices because they make a great difference. These solo said mashed potatoes taste really good with chicken broth in place of milk sometimes. What? Be so okay, I'm gonna have to try that. I ain't never that I know of had mashed potatoes made with chicken broth. Okay. 2% said not creatures. Yes, creatures. I will forever call them creatures. Maybe I shouldn't. I have to work on that. But my thing, and 2%. I did that shirt. You wasn't in the live yesterday, I don't think, when I said it. I did the shirt. You said you couldn't wait for a shirt to come out to say, I ain't got no time for no creatures. That shirt will be loaded on the site tonight. Not obligated for you to buy, but at least for you to see. You said it, I did it. I did it. I'm gonna have a couple more coming out with the creatures. Okay, with the creatures. The MS Lady for real said Dollar Tree has self-stable milk. Yes, they do. They have self-stable almond milk and the regular, dairy milk. But when it comes to the almond milk, I stick to Silk because Almond Breeze and a couple more of them don't really work for me. So I stick with the Silk. So they don't have the Silk, so I have to get the Silk from either Sam's Club if I do shelf stable, or either Wally World. But if anybody could take any type of milk and you choose to, then Dollar Tree. Yep, better get it before, because that may be something. I'm eager to see what the price is gonna be. Just because they said that, I want to see is a lot of the stuff people getting to stock up on, is those prices gonna change. I'm eager to see that. Carmelie says some people are not creative. They should give credit to original content creators. I see many people who give credit to others. It's called having a good man. Exactly. That's why I always say, y'all, I got that from, Led said all the time, you never know who watching. That's why I constantly say when I get ready to say that, who, because that's just out of respect. That is where I got it from. I always say you never, and it is so True. You know, especially being on this platform, any platform, but especially on here where they have it literally where we can't see who's watching us. And even if they did, it could be a profile and it could be somebody totally different behind it. But at the same time, we can't see anything. But you know what? Yeah, I've seen a lot of content creators that would take ideals and go and do and won't even tell. And like a lot of you guys have sent, and I told y'all, like I told y'all before, I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna stay in my lane and do me. But the crazy thing about it is people feel like things they do, people don't catch up, don't people don't see it. That's the sad part about it. They think that they so smart that people don't see it. And then you got some that don't care because it's all about that corn. If it's gonna get them some views, they don't care. They don't care. And it's all right though. So I understand, Carmelie. I'm just keep on going. Because one thing about it, you can copy me. I feel like you can copy me all day, but you can't do it like me because what I do is me. I'm authentic. It's my authentic self. It ain't gonna come out like my content gonna come out because when I get on camera, I am my everyday self. Okay. Some things I can't say, but I can go around it. You get an idea of what Mississippi wants to say, but on this platform, I cannot say. And because I have people back home, like sometimes my nieces and nephews may watch my videos. My mama may watch my videos. Some of her friends may watch my videos. Those are my elders. Those are not my nieces and nephew, but it's a respect thing. Those are my mom. Some of her friends. They are my elders. They are older than me. They are. Y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not finna be that. I'm not saying I'm like that off camera. Okay, I'm not saying that. But sometimes when people make you mad, you make something. It don't have to be profanity or something. I can literally word stuff in a way that it will still be offensive to my elders or to anybody that may be watching. And I'm not trying to do that. So what I mean is when I'm on here, I'm still my natural self. So anybody that take content and try to make it this and try to this, it ain't gonna come out the same way because you're not me. And that's the way I just look at it now. And I always say like this. They try to copy Beyonce, they try to copy Fantasia, they try to copy, a lot of the artists. What can they do about it? They can't do anything about it but continue to be themselves. And I done started telling myself, I used to get mad, not upset. I used to just get straight mad when I see somebody do it. And I'm just like, you don't even talk to me, don't even acknowledge me, and shows that you don't like me, but yet you gonna sit there and take my content. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Do you, boo? So I get what y'all saying, but I laugh it off now. I'm like, it's admiring to me that you want to be like little old me. Okay, well, go ahead on. I ain't even mean to get that much off into that conversation, but I understand, y'all. Let's see. My tiny garden said, I have a pressure cooker with low wattage and it cuts cooking time in half. Wow. I've never gotten into pressure cooking. I have a pressure cooker in there, whole combination type thing. I've never used the pressure cooking part. V Solo said, I order my yeast online from Wally World and I keep it in the fridge under my eggs and butter on the door. And it's bird to hide that wonderful smell. Okay, got you, Steve. So you ordered it from Wally World. Okay, thank you. Hard to hide. Got you. I got you. Susan said, LOL, you make me laugh when you say creatures, honey. That's what they are. Because it's sad to do people like that. It's sad and it's sneaky and it's selfish. So the only nice thing that I can say, that I choose to say, because there's plenty more I can say, I'd rather just say creatures. Thanks, Miss V Solo. I have some chicken stock in the cabinet. I will put it in my mashed potatoes the next time I make that. I know that's right. I'm gonna try it too. Say, powder milk. I've learned people take notes. Someone's gonna find you out. I know 2%. Yes, they do. They do. Be sitting there writing and figuring out what they can say next and this, and it's just sad. Like, come on now. You titled content creator for a reader. Come on with your own content. Like, dang. And if you find it that you boring, put some spice. I didn't say not be yourself, but add a little spice to it or something. Do something where you still yourself. But I feel like people that act like that and they still come off, when you being fake, that's what happens. You know, when you being your natural self, it flows. It just flows. But when you fake, you got to sit there and try to be on a character that you're not. And you wonder why. And please understand just how smart you think you're being. People is just that smart to see right through it. And I'm trying to help them out. Don't do that. Be you. Let it flow. People gonna like you whether you or you not. I'd rather people to see me who I am, and if you don't like me, that is fine. But I ain't finna go out of pocket to try to be somebody else. I am happy and blessed to be who I am. And yeah, that just is what it is. But y'all know. The Miss Lady for Real said, I'm in Louisiana. Family made fun of our preps until the pandemic came and hurricanes. Better to prepare than to have to wait on the government and others to repair. Exactly. And you know what? The Miss Lady for Real, you just said a lot. And then when something happened, people get on there talking about, I don't know what I'm going to do. And this, and they won't help us. Honey, did you try to help yourself? No, you didn't. Because I'm going to say it. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your lashes done. I love getting my nails done. But y'all, with this pandemic and it got worse here, I ain't been back to the nail shop in the past, 2 months? I was happy about starting back going because that was my little thing, is to go and get my nails done. But I ain't been back because I take that very seriously. And when it started getting increases here, I said, no, I just won't have none. So it's nothing, I don't do the makeup and all the other stuff. Not knocking it. I don't want nobody to never think I'm knocking it. I'm not. If that's what you want to do and that makes you feel that, do it. Okay. But my thing is, if you're going to do it, make sure your house is in order. Take care of what's more important first, because you can't eat them eyelashes. You can't eat that makeup. You can't eat them nails. Guys, you can't eat them jabots. What is it? People, you can't eat them Jordans. And it's all right to have nice things and do things like that, but when you doing it in your situation, and now the only thing you own is Jordans and makeup and all this, and you done did your face up, and you done put on this city trend outfit with these J's, and you on the news crying and makeup and eyeliner and stuff all running down your face, and you on here talking about, I don't know what to do, they ain't helping us. No, honey, you didn't help yourself, because everything you got on costs money. And that could have been some bread, some beans, something that you could have said, okay, well, I'm gonna put the wipers, I'm gonna put the things, the eyelashes on. And I got a pair of J's that's like brand new. I don't need the latest one, so that I can wear them to the club, and I can save this money that I want to buy these new ones with, and take that and stock up on some canned goods or whatever, and then I can continue on with the rest of me. Yeah. But they don't think like that. And what gets me, the main ones is on the daggone TV wanting somebody to have sympathy for them. And me being the person that I am, knowing that you had means to help yourself, I still will have sympathy for you, even when I shouldn't, because you're not doing what you should be doing, you know? And then you got kids. That's my main thing. You got kids. And you taking pictures of this. My kids wear that. I like Jordans. I haven't bought a pair in maybe about 2 years now, because my priorities has always been different. But this time I'm looking at everything else. It's not like I don't like that. I don't like that stuff. I do, but I know when to buy it and when not to buy it. I know what's more important, so I'm not knocking it. It's just, yeah, I don't even know how. I don't even know, but I see it every day. I see it every day on Facebook, and it's just really, really sad. It's just like, yeah. Ebony R say, gotta get out into the garden. Enjoy the rest of the chat, everyone. Thank you for coming in, Ebony R. Anyone knows how to? Gee, it is a shelf-stable, slow-cooked butter. It lasts for years. No, Carmeline, I've never heard of that. I'll look into it. I've never heard of that. So say amen. I'll say you're welcome, Miss Lady. For real, just mash them into flakes. Add some butter, powder, and herbs to punch it up. I'm a foodie, anti-diabetic to create a break up. Born for me. Got you, V Solo. Lady Chick Fast and say that's doggone right. Be authentic self. Yes. Be your authentic self. This is why I love watching your channel. Oh, thank you so much, Lady Chick Fashion. Thank you. Let's say that do sound good, V Solo. I may have to buy my chicken stock. I don't know how to make it. It's all worth it to look pretty when your baby's starving. I know 2%. It ain't worth it to look pretty when your baby's starving. I know, like, and then, because I did it for my kids, but I always made sure mine had what they needed. Okay, so I'm not gonna say I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. They used to wear Jordans all the time because that was the thing, But at the end of the day, some of them kids is dressed down in a whole Jordan outfit, and Tom is hungry as I don't know what. Now that is just like, some of them match and dress like they kids. I see it every day. Jade all the way down. And then when something happened, now you holding this baby up on your hip, and you sitting there with Jordan, all this, but you crying, talking about you need help and they won't help you. And then what I like is you turn it into a race thing. I see that too. Like, no. Let me go back to your pictures, not just the outfit and the way you look now. Let me go back to all your posts in the past couple months. And you up here with Bahama Mama or whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about, the hair, is it Brazilian or somebody hair on? You talking about some is laid, and then on top, and it's not just one person. I see this often. Then you talking about yada yada yada, because now you into it with somebody. You can't do this because this is $500 hair, and I'm in this. Oh, and don't give me the ones that they drive this and they drive that and they do this and they do that. And house bears, I don't know what, and it's just like, I'm just thankful I don't have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? That, because I feel like some people just can't see, or they choose not to see And it's just crazy. It's yes, 2%. It always ends up in a race thing. And it's like, no, you ain't protecting yourself. You run around here acting like somebody crazy. You ain't protecting yourself and your family the best way you can. Like I say, something could happen, God forbid, and everything in this house could get damaged. I will have to start over. And guess what? I will start over. So it's not saying, oh, we got it on lock because we prepping and stocking up. It can be taken away. We know this. It can be gone just like that. But at the end of the day, it's the fact that we're trying to help ourselves. Anybody that's prepping, gardening, you're trying to help yourself. That's the difference. Trying to help yourself allows for things, but things can happen and it can be gone just like that. But if that were the case and you're able-bodied, all you just have to start back over and keep on. Because I know I probably have some people say, these preppers think they got it all under control. And this is this. A storm can come through and wipe the whole thing out. Or yes, we know that can happen. Never said that. I haven't heard nobody say that it couldn't happen. But what if it don't happen? Then we'll stop. If it do happen, that's out of our control. You just start back over. But you got some people that just like laid up probably right now, nails looking like claws. And I'm mostly on the females. I'm gonna be honest. I'm mostly on the females because you already know the situation with a lot of females, especially I've been a single mother. Before I got married, I've been a single parent. I know. Okay. So you know when you done had a child, I don't care. It's two of you. You didn't get pregnant by yourself. Okay. But at the end of the day, when a woman has had a child, has carried that child for X amount of months, has delivered that child and went through all this, whether it was a C-section or natural birth or whatever, pushed out, whatever. You went through I don't care who walks off. That child is your responsibility. So if that person walks off and leave, that child is still more of you. You carried that child. You pushed that child. That child gonna look up in mommy's face way sooner before he looks up in daddy's face. That's just how it goes. So you probably got so many right now. It's 1:56 in the morning. 1:56 in the evening here. Probably laid up in bed, nails looking like claws, windshield wipers on, and a bunny on. Probably yelling and screaming, cussing at about 3-4 kids. Because you grumpy because you was out all night. And now you get up, you get the kids probably a couple Weedos, and you getting ready for your night tonight. And believe it or not, y'all, a lot of people are like that. So a lot of people is like that, and it's just sad. So that's why you mostly hear me, because at the end of the day, a man is a man. He can survive. Women, we can survive. But y'all get what I'm saying? It takes a lot less things for a man to survive than it does us females. We got a lot of different things. We in between hormones and this. Plus 9 times out of 10, now you got some men that take care of they kids and probably got custody of their kids and all that. I'm not knocking the men at all. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is 9 times out of 10, you see the women, which for whatever reason, I don't care about what the reason is, but you see the women single parent. We already have a whole lot that goes with us every day. That's life. And then you throw that on top. And that's why I say it takes a lot less for a man to survive, especially if he only just got to think about himself, than a woman to survive, especially if she got kids to have with her. No matter what the background is, it takes a lot less for a man to survive than what it do for us. And you're not even paying attention to it, you know. But yet, when something happens, it's everybody's fault. It's turned into a race thing because people from other places ain't giving you what you think you should have. First of all, they didn't tell you to have all them kids, and when you was getting them food stamps, they didn't tell you to go and buy spin it up on crab legs and stuff like this and all that. They didn't tell you to do that. They didn't tell you to do that. You did that yourself. So now you want them to increase you and all this stuff for you to sit there and still don't have no sense. Didn't learn from the first time, and then you sitting there looking crazy and all this. So that's what I mean. You have to pay attention to what's most important, especially when we're talking about things that's going on. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I was always taught a man always gonna have some little change in his pockets. I don't care if it's $7, if it's $10. I was always taught a man gonna have. Y'all here to say, I know back home, anybody that watched this that's from my area, Mississippi. But I'm pretty sure y'all done heard it other. Have y'all ever heard the song? I forget who sing it, but he said he gonna run at that little. I'm gonna go ahead and run at that little funky 40. Have y'all heard that when they talk about the funky 40? Because I'm talking about the 10 these days, females don't know how to ask a man that they dealing with for you dealing with him, okay? You dealing with him, okay? Y'all a couple, whatever he getting out the deal, you getting out the deal. The main thing they always ask is for $40. $40. Do you not know you got like 5 kids up in there, and he can come in and eat and leave as he please and all that? And you ask for 40. I don't blame him. I blame you. So it was a song, old school, kind of like song that it's talking about. I'm just gonna go and run that little funky 40. So he can get it in. That's what it is. I'm gonna run that little funky 40 so he can get it in. Y'all tell me if y'all done heard that song. And it's just like, why? Why? Like, why? $40 these days? $40? Okay. All right. And he didn't came over that night and ate about $100 worth of food. When you went and got them steaks and potatoes for him and all that. 2%, you ain't never heard that song? You probably have to Google it, and it should come up like song and say funky 40 or something like that. Yeah. All right, let's see, y'all. Let's see. Okay, so the Miss Lady for Real said, folks' priorities aren't matching with all the shortages we are facing globally. Prepping is awesome, but not knowledge is the key. Exactly. Claw nails, haha. And ain't nothing wrong with them, because I have wore some. If y'all been following me for a long time, y'all know getting my nails done was the thing. I wore the stiletto nails and stuff like that. That was just always been. I have so many videos with my nail designs was at one point with just like the thing of the video, especially in my couponing days and all that stuff. And then I started back this year because I stopped last year with the pandemic. And I started back this year now, and then in my area, it's got even worse. So I stopped going back to the nail shop. But that was just my little thing. But my thing is, I feel like that's something I can do because I do so much for everybody in my household. Let me have my little nail time. That's all I asked for. Let me have my little nail time, okay? And that was just me. But like I say, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just, like she said, priorities. You know, if you know you're not doing nothing to help yourself out in an emergency, some people probably ain't got a flashlight to start with in their home, apartment, or whatever. Or nothing. Just nothing. And it's just like, what are you thinking? Like, And it's not that you can say, oh, I didn't think of that. Enough stuff has happened in the past 2 years that what you kind of looking like, what you mean you didn't think of that? Where you been? Like, you don't. Okay. All right. Talking about places where things happened last year that was out the norm. Down south. Can you believe there are still people in those areas that was in that what was that storm? Was it a snowstorm or something? They didn't have what they need. Don't you know there's people still in that area right now just because the situation is over with? They still did not learn a lesson and try to prepare anything. Yeah, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like really. They said you have to realize that people hide behind objects and brand name labels. Some hide poverty, low self-esteem, and criminal background behind designer clothes. I see through it. Yeah. I mean, and it's just like, and at the end of the day, where is all that going to get them? Their mentality is just not. Let me tell you, we all got sense, the ability to pay attention to things. We all done been through stuff, then dealt with stuff, and we all done had information placed right in front of us and probably been told what to do by family members, friends, and been given advice. I ain't gonna say tell what to do, advice. And if you choose not to take it, no matter what you done been through, that is on that person. That is on that person. Because you have people that'll come and say, yeah, I understand that, but I don't care what happened. I don't care. They have that mentality. They don't care what happened. It's just so, and it's just like, come on, you know. Some people has been through stuff, go through stuff, and they probably can't function and deal with it. But you got some that's been through stuff, go through stuff, and like you said, they hide behind stuff. And it's just like, okay, my thing is you hiding behind brand names and labels and stuff like that. Because they hide poverty, low self-esteem. If you can think enough to hide behind that, why in the world would you not take the advice to do other things to help you? If you don't deal with poverty, you know how much of a struggle that is. That should be more motivation to help you prep. If you're able to buy designer clothes and stuff, then you're able to stock up on stuff. A lot of time it's the choices people make, and they look for people to have pity for them and lay things right into their lap, and they don't care what it takes from somebody else, long as they getting their cake and eat it too, you know. B Solo said, I can't garden knit or clean properly with my nails looking like claws. She said, yep. She said, sad but true. The Miss Lady for real said exactly. Carmeline, excuse me for changing the subject, but they charge us ladies much more for our female items than yeah, they do because they know 9 times out of 10 us women is gonna buy it because we want to be intact to the best of our abilities. So they know we're gonna buy it. And yeah, it's sad. We as if we ain't already got a lot. Men go through stuff and have a lot too. But y'all, I'm throwing everything out there. You know, we got hormones and stuff going on every single day. We have to carry the kids for months and this. And have to deal with this. And you still, things that out of our control, our feminine items, you take the price up on them. Like things that we have to have, it's a need. You take the price up on them. All right. 2% said they really do be so low. They know we're gonna buy. Yeah, exactly. The Miss Lady for real said they asked for $40 because that's all they feel they are worth. Exactly. $40. And he done came in there and ate about $100 worth of food in one day. He done laid up, then did what, and you gonna sit there and ask for $40. $40. A light bill due, past due. Or you getting assistance of some sort. And 9 times out of 10, and that's what I say. This song, the guy said, I'm gonna run her that little $40 so I can get it in. That's what he says, okay? It is just like, wow. Wow. $40. Okay. Carmelie said we need to teach our children economics. I was a fashion trendsetter from secondhand stores and outlet stores, a whole wardrobe under $50. Yes. It said, okay, I found it. Oh, you found the song? 2%. B Solo said there is no excuse for the dry cleaners to charge 5 to me more than 6-8 to clean my whole skirt and coat. So say Woolite is my friend with the gentle cycle on my machine. I checked this out and tried it from YouTube videos. There you go. Miss Ifra say I have to save myself before I can rescue anyone else. P&G Media News. Hey, OGL, be careful. We are going to start getting used to these daily lives. Oh, I used to do them daily all the time. P&G Media News. I used to. And now so many people was like, we missed the lives, and I was like, so busy. But now, y'all, things are getting so crazy. The live was what really motivated me to do this live was that scammer that was trying to get the funds. So I was just like, you know what? Then I saw another food shortage article, and I say, okay, let me just go ahead and I'm trying to bring as much awareness as I can, because it's getting crazier. And 1 minute it look like it's getting good, it's getting better with different situation, and then the next minute it's like right back. So 2% said LOL. Hi, hello, PNG Media News. I don't think I said hello. 2% said I'm gonna listen to that song when this is over. I feel I'm gonna be cutting it short depending on what he says. Yes, 2%. 2%, how are you? I'm pretty good. 2%. Enjoy the last days of warm weather. Oh my goodness. So y'all, we've been on here 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I gotta get out there and tackle. Well, first, I gotta go in here and get a couple things together, and then I need to go out and do the update video for y'all. For the indoor garden. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to be on here 2 hours, over 2 hours, but hey, it is what it is. I enjoyed the conversations, but at the same time, y'all watch out for those scammers. I missed 30. It's gonna start it over. Okay, 2%. Yeah, because the beginning of it is about the scammer. I got 31 people here. I can go ahead and repeat it real quick. So y'all know, for those you just come in, y'all know that I've been trying to do the giveaway on the channel, okay? And yesterday, Melanie Sam won. Some months ago, Melanie was in one of the lives, and she had sent me a Cashapp because I had told everybody that if there's something you want me to do, if you want to send me funds, Cashapp it and tell me what it's for. I would go do it, because some people had asked, was like, well, you know what? I want to see how much you can get with this, you can get with that. Now, I saw this happen on hold on, let me get her name, Stacey Flowers' channel. I was like, okay, so now I see what y'all talking about. Because at first I didn't understand it, and then I watched her, and I had saw where people would cash app her money and be like, hey, let me see how much you can get from Whole's Food for this. What would you pick up? Or this is for, this or this, and they wanted to see how you stretch it out. So I had said it, and I think Melanie was in a live, and she said, I sent you a cash out and it's lunch on me. So it was for me to buy my lunch with it. So yesterday I was like, man, I hope Melanie, I didn't think about that then. I was like, I hope Melanie reach out to me so I can get her information and send her winnings. So that yesterday evening, it hit me, was like, wait a minute, Melanie some months ago sent you a cash app. So I went to Cash App and went into my thing, and guess what? Her name was in, her information was in there. So I sent her the cash app immediately and sent her a note with it saying that she was the winner. She replied back. This morning, I get an email. And the email, I'm going to read it for those of you that did not hear it, what the email says. Now, not knowing that I already send the winnings to the winner, they going to send me a message talking about glad I won. It's a glad I won, but since I know shipping is a hassle, instead you could just send a digital $50 Amazon card to my email here, and that would be much easier. Yeah. So somebody watched the live yesterday and decided to send me an email acting as if they're Melanie Sam. And they thought, well, no, because they said, well, they knew that I did the $50 instead of the grow light. And so to keep from giving me their shipping information, because they know they scamming, they wanted me to purchase a digital Amazon card and send them the information to this email for that card so they can purchase that way. And I'm like, really? So y'all, I got to figure out some type of way that I can do giveaways and try to, and know how, like, okay, just say if I'm going to use 2%, just say I do a giveaway this Friday and you win. If I say send me the cash app, there can be so many people that create a cash app and it say 2% or act like it's them. Like this person sent me an email acting like it was her. I have no way of knowing, and I don't understand. I'm gonna have to research on how other YouTubers is successful with knowing who the actual winner, like what the actual winner's information is, so it'll go to the right person. Because if I didn't think about that yesterday, that she had sent me some months ago, then I could have thought that this was her. And I could have did a $50 Amazon card and sent it to this person that's not even her. But because 2% say, yeah, but don't worry, my cash app is not 2%. But you get what I'm saying? Like, people is just so just annoying. Like, humble servants say these people have nothing better to do but to try to scam someone. I know, right? So now I got to try to figure out how in the world that when I reveal my winner, how do I know my winner information is my actual winner? That's what I got to try to figure out, So they're always doing too much. Yes, Carmelie, here's a suggestion. Do seeds only, because a true gardener would see them as gold. There you go. You know what? And I probably just have to do that. Because it's crazy. It's crazy. But I wanted to help any kind of way, you know, in other ways, because and not even because of that. I've tried this before I even did my Amazon wish list and stuff. Before I even did that, y'all know I tried to do like Cash App and stuff like that because I wanted to be you guys to be able to the winner to be able to go and get what they wanted to. I just felt like it was better that way, and it's hard to do it. That's why I stopped it before because I had so many scammers trying to do it. So it's not about nothing like that. It's crazy that I can't do it the way I want to do it. And I've tried so many months to do this. And it's like once people hear money, I don't care how much it is, they are going to scamming mode. Scamming mode. Like it's crazy. So I may just have to do seeds. And go from there. And it's not fair. It really is not fair. It's not fair at all. She's gonna say ask the person for their phone number and then send it to their address. Yeah, I can do that. Because nobody should be able to create another account. So if I ask the person for the phone number, they still will have to email me their phone number. And that could be anybody emailing me their phone number and acting like that person. So he said seeds. Seeds are an option. Okay, I would just have to do seeds then. Seeds are good. Because Lady Led had a contest I won. I used it to springboard onto my grow tent. And see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But if you ever trying to give stuff away. So yeah, so I gotta figure something out. I got to, but these daggone people just and if I would have sent that to them, they wouldn't have had a care in the world at all that they just scammed me. They wouldn't have cared at all. So y'all, let me go ahead and get off of here. I'm gonna figure some out. I just thank God that I thought about that yesterday evening, sent it to her. She replied back. And then this happened this morning. So maybe that was just an eye-opening. Hey, you can't do this like this because you see people is not truthful, TLC Negard says since it was originally going to be a grow light, just leave it like that and let people know that it will be the cash out once they email you. Yes, I can do that. TLC. Humble servant, there are no honor among thieves and scammers. No, it's not. The Miss Lady for real seeds are very valuable and will become more valuable with the way these are going. Okay, so seeds it is. I can put in me an order from like Baker Creek and do like seeds like that. And they'll be easier to mail and stuff like that. So I guess seeds it is. Let's see. So it's going to say make it subscribers. How would I make it subscribers only? Because everybody don't show their subscription. How could I make it subscribers only? There is also the merchandise you're creating. Yes, V Solo, because I had said I was gonna start like this one right here, like this water bottle. It's on the merch site, the Etsy store. So I was thinking like doing things like this. I had said I was gonna do like t-shirts. I could give away t-shirts because those things I can give away like weekly. Do like a drawing weekly just to show my appreciation. That's my thing. I know I don't have to do it. I choose to. And I've tried to do this since earlier this year. And these trolls and scammers just has made it so hard to do. So even merch. I can do merch. 2% said seeds are safe, I think, unless they are a gardener too. Yes, 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 yes. So I'll figure it out and do it that way. But y'all, let me go ahead and get off in here. I enjoyed talking to y'all so much. TLC Grass said, oh no, wait. I say make it for the ones who you see regular. But I guess that's not right. That's what I tried to do when I put them in. The names that I was gonna pull was the names that comments regularly. The names that be in the lives. That's how I decided to do it, because I have so many people that's not here for me. As we done talked about that. And so I did it that way. Her name was the poor name, but still somebody tried to imitate her, tried to, be her by emailing me. And like I say, it's just so funny how I actually had her information from her doing something for me, um out of the goodness of her heart. Just so happy. And that was months ago. Like I say, I forgot about that. But the good thing is it was meant for me to see. I feel like it was meant for me to see, because had I would had any other name come out, I probably would have gotten scammed. But because she did the thing where she sent and told me what to use it for, I had her information in my Cash App. And I didn't even know it when I was doing the live. Remember, I kept saying, I hope she see this so she can send me her information. And it just dawned on me yesterday evening, hey, you got her information. I'm like, the Cash App. Yeah, because I remember every time somebody gets something from the Amazon wish list thing, anytime somebody sends me something, anytime somebody emails me, legit emails, because I get a lot of crazy ones. Okay, anything. Now your name is there. I remember it. I remember. I didn't remember it then, but it dawned on me later. And that's the only reason why. Had it wasn't meant for that, I probably would have sent this person her winnings, thinking that was her. Probably would have and probably would not, because Melody, one thing that this email really messed up though, Melody has a little saying she says when she comments and when she be in the lives. And I feel like if Melanie would have emailed me, she would have emailed me saying the saying that she says specifically for my family every time. This person didn't watch enough lives enough to know how to imitate Melanie. So that was another red flag right there. That was another red flag. But it was really one that I know I had already sent it to her yesterday. And then to get this, so yeah, they messed up when they didn't say Melanie is the only one that have this little saying for us. So yeah. Oh Lord, wait, y'all. Let's see. Okay. TLC and the Grand say they will have to temp show subs for the contest in their setting to make it visible to be seen if they want to enter. But you know what, TLC, you know what they'll do? They'll sub until the contest is over and unsubscribe. Yeah, unsubscribe. Yes. They'll get around that. Carmelie said your seeds that you can't use anymore. Put me in the next month giveaway. You was in the first one, Carmelie. You're one of the ones that was in the first one. So yes, I that's why I say I'll go down thoroughly and I watch and I see, Garden of tweeted, said, hey y'all, I'm in here. Mississippi girl. He's up. I'm too late. Oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna be getting off soon, Garden tweeted, but still, thank you for coming in. Let's see. The Miss Lady, for real, I definitely appreciate you with or without a giveaway. I know. It's just something I want to do. Like nobody's making me, or I feel like I'm obligated. It's just what I want to do. And like I said, I've tried for months. Who won, y'all? Melanie Sam won. Just simple, joyful life. I know Stephen Gardner gives away money every month. Might want to contact him to see. Okay, just simple, joyful life. Thank you. I will look into it. But honey, you did nothing wrong. I don't want you to take it the wrong way. But I am going to remove your comment because I try to keep other YouTubers' name out, because sometimes some I do not mind. I'm gonna be real with you. Some I don't mind. I'm not gonna call the names of the ones I do mind that don't have no good intentions for me. And a lot of times their names get put in my stuff, and it's not fair. You treat me a certain way. You don't want to have nothing to do with me for whatever reason it is. I don't want your name. Not that person you put, I don't even know who that is. I'm just explaining to you on why I keep other names, because everybody that show their face on camera and all this stuff is not who they really are. And I got a lot of people that don't care for me for whatever reason. I don't know, because I don't deal in mess or talk to people like that on YouTube. And I don't know. They can't really say nothing on why they don't. And a lot of times, names get put in, and it's not fair to me. It's not fair. So I just have a rule over here that nobody name gets put in a comment or in a live. So you didn't know, because I know you wouldn't have done it if you knew. It's nothing, on you. I just have to remove it, because if I do allow somebody to do it, and it's a good person, whatever, then that open the doors for everybody that's all for these other people to come and put their names in, and then it'll be obvious exactly who I'm talking about. And like I say, nobody has directly called my name that I know of. They do everything else to let people know who it is. They describe who I am, or they'll act the way that I do. Or when I've tried to show support by going into their lives, they literally make it very known. Yeah, I don't care for you. And so I stopped showing support once I realized that. You only got to tell me, once or twice or whatever, and I'm done. And 9 times out of 10, the names get put in here. So the names get put in here. And so, like I say, one bad apple spoils the whole bunch because of that reason. So Maria Jackson said, oh my, no, hold up. Dr. Day. So said, I'm tired of sneaky lying people. Girl. I know, right? Gardner tweeted said, right. She said, have these calling cards that let people know it's you. Scam always out there. Yes. Emily says, scammer, you got busted. Yes. We can't even do a giveaway. I know, right? Can't even do a giveaway, 2%. Golly. That's my scammers increase the shortages. My scammers increases and shortages. Yes. At home with Cerise. His second time catching you live. You have great topics, listening and working. Stay blessed. Thank you so much. At home with Cerise. To say, I want to win a Venus flytrap. I don't even know how I was send that 2%. Rich, you just made me think I ain't even transplanted them things. Okay, so B Solo said 2%. I feel the same way, so please make it seeds, because scamming trolls don't plant nothing but. Got you, B Solo. Got you. She said just make it a surprise drawing. Oh, yeah. Don't tell what it is until well, yeah. But you know the scammers is probably gonna watch this or listening to it right now. Or probably watching the replay or something. They now listen. Now this is the crazy thing, y'all. We sit up here talking about a way around it. And they sitting there probably listening right now because giveaway is in the title of this. So they probably listen like, okay, all right. Anytime she do a drawing, we all gonna we all gonna be ready to flood her with emails. We sit here talking, telling them our plan, y'all. Come on. Woo! Wow. Let's see. I left my TV on while streaming the gardening show. And I just walked in and was like, what happened? Who's upset? LOL. Hey, the scammer trying to be the winner on the last drawing. Pretending to be the winner. Yes. Just simple, joyful living. I like the requirements. Have the interest not only apply here, but send an email at the same time that you will match with the winner. And if there are more than one email, address that person out. Okay. Just simple, joyful living. Okay. I understand MGL. Okay, thank you, honey. Because I done had some people where I have had to say that to, and they got offended. They made me seem like I was the bad person, like I was accusing them and all that. I don't want nobody to accuse to think like that. And I'm not being selfish. But it's just like I say, sometimes being a good person can always sometimes being passive is not always good in some things. And I just cannot allow people to come over here and advertise. Not saying you, but I was getting at one point, just simply joyful living. At one point, I was getting so many comments, and all they was putting other channel names in the comments. Like literally saying, oh, you should check out yada 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 blah 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 blah, just listing them. They was coming into my lives just saying, oh, they was literally advertising other people. And 9 times out of 10, the main ones that they were saying was the main ones that do not care for me, honey. Don't care for me for I don't know what reason. I laughed. I said, oh, no. That ain't what we finna do. That dog ain't gonna hunt, not today, okay? So I made that rule. So thank you so much, Just Simple Joyful Living, for understanding. Because I done had some people that did not, they took it as if I was being rude because I asked them not to do it. And it's just like, I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just saying, it's just, so thank you so much for understanding. Maria Jackson said 2%. Oh, wow. Boo. Justin said, sorry, you have to go through this when you have good intentions. Yeah, it's okay. But honey, that just show you how people are. Well, what was the prize? Just curious. I entered to win Jagger 1500 on another channel 2 days ago. It was $50 Cashapp. It was gonna be a grow light, but a lot of people had let me know that they wasn't growing indoors, so it wouldn't be like So I changed it from the grow light to just $50 Cashapp, and yeah. People tried to get it. A Jackery 1500. Woo, girl. I hope you win. I hope you get it. Said, I think it was a grow light. Yeah, it was the grow light. Then it changed to a $50 Cashapp or PayPal or whatever you had. Welcome. I am glad you told me and explained it. That shows you care. Yes, I do. I mean, it's just, I'm not being mean. And like I say, I will mention other channels. But please understand, it's very few that deal with me with good intentions. It's very few. Like literally, I can count on one hand, and I don't even feel that hand up. And it's just like, and you know what the crazy thing is, some of them is older than me, and they can't. They made it very obvious. Like, I was supporting everybody, and I've never been the type to go in nobody's lives and say, "Oh, go check out my channel." I've never done like nothing like that to nobody. And there was literally no reason for you. You know, I have one person that when they in their live, they have all the messages come up one at a time. And they used to talk to me. And I don't know what happened, but then they started purposely skipping over me when I would just say, hey. And one day I thought it was a coincidence, just an accident. So I did it again. And she was like, and I'm like, oh.
She a Christian lady.
Oh Lord, and my husband get because she said she a Christian lady, so
Not Christian about it.
And I'm just like, I ain't never did nothing to you, like, and it was so obvious, and like for a minute I was like, it kind of, I felt bad, and this because I was like, I never did nothing to you, never, like, and for you to be grown, I feel like you should email me or reach out to me, or did somebody lie on me? I don't deal with nobody like what is the case? Like, why you had to do all that? And then I tried to go into her live a couple more times, and literally will put when mine's one up there, they will do it real quick, and now they have a little click. And the little click ain't never new, and they literally, and I said, you know what? The old heads is worse than some of the new ones, but guess what, honey? I'ma keep going. And then when and then when I did my Villason video and I had the shades on it, this person mimicked me. Was trying to be funny. And I'm like, you too old for that. And then talking about you a Christian and all this. And I ain't never, so I've been having some issues where, and then I had somebody in the live some months ago. I can't remember who it was, but they was like, yeah, MGL, you was in such and such live, just speaking. And this individual, he went like, and I'm like, and then eventually, I guess they thought about it, and everybody was speaking to me in the live. Then they actually said something, and I said, look at this. So people been picking it up and all this, and I was just like, you know what? I just stay from over there. And like, I guess people that's all for them and just fooled by them, they come into my lives and into my comments and don't know what's going on. And literally just put their channels in my, I said, oh no, because I tried to get along. Don't know, ain't never, disrespected you or nothing. You don't know me from a grain of salt other than, on here. And you treat me like that. I don't. And that's when I said, people are so phony and fake, and it's just like, oh, well, so that's how that all came up, and it just, it is what it is. But y'all know when people give you a vibe, it don't take that much. I was shocked to where I went back in a couple more times, and when I kept getting that vibe, it wasn't no, I got so many messages and all that. No, you literally did it on purpose. Wasn't that many people in here. It was and whenever it went up there, you made sure that you got clicked off. So when I sent the same thing saying, hey, it was like, didn't I just say this? And like, no, you didn't. You skipped right over. You put it up there, you skipped right over. You made sure it went off the screen, and it wasn't fast. It was obvious. It was obvious. I said, okay, well, oh, well, I hope they in my live right now listening. Yeah, I'm talking about you because I know they be watching my stuff because they go and do little body languages and stuff and say little things on their channel, and people been picking it up. And I just like, people send me the link. People want me to address it. And I said, I'm not even finna deal with that. Okay? Because a lot of people want stuff to be going on. So I know they be in my lives and watching my videos and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I can't stop nobody from doing it. So, but I will say, as a human, at first it hurted my feelings. Then I bounced back like within 5 minutes, like, whatever. I am human. So some things, when you really don't know why people treat you a certain way, as a human being, 9 times out of 10, it's all right to feel bad for a minute, or feel like, or be hurt, or whatever the case may be, especially when you know you haven't done nothing. But the main thing is you got to bounce back up and dust that off, because you cannot control how selfish and stupid other people act, or it'll keep you down. So that's what I pretty much did. Just like, it is what it is. That dog ain't gonna hunt. Not to that show ain't 2%. I love Mississippi sayings. Where Jackson said, I don't understand how people don't like people they don't know. I know, right? I was shocked. Especially for this one individual. I was shocked. And she get on there and act all grandma-ish and Christian-like and all that stuff. But, I mean, can't fool me, because I don't care what your title is. That don't mean you live up to it. So, hey, that part didn't surprise me. What surprised me is you don't know me, never spoke to you. And if anybody went to you to try to get anything started and lied on me, the woman in you should have contacted me immediately if it's anything like that. But I think it's because, to be honest, I think it's something simple and petty as there's some things I don't do in my garden that they do, and I think they feel some type of way. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm just like, okay, I hope that's not what it is, because that's so petty. That's so petty. So, yeah. Let's see. Nice prize. I probably not try to win. I hope you do, Maria Jackson. There's always a fly that gets. There is always a fly that gets in the ornament. The doors apartment said at present there is 29 views and 16 likes, so they on here. Yes, that's all the time. That's all the time. I know that for a fact. I ain't even going to put out how I know that for a fact. And it is okay. It is okay. It is okay. Carmelie said a box of envelopes and a roll of package of postal stamps is all you need for seed giveaways. Yes, Carmelie, yes. Said old school. Saying YouTube V Solo. I like that saying too. Just simply joyful living. Say, I know what community of channels you and others are in, and I am comfortable being among you. Got you. Thank you so much. Just simple, joyful living. Purple Seed Prepping. Hey there. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, you're fine, though. You're fine, honey. Movie Grumpy Old Women. Hello. I know. Maria Jackson. Oh my goodness. At home with Sheree saying, I'm going to sit and binge watch your videos. I caught some here and there, but just updated my notifications, so I will hopefully start getting all of them. Do you have a live screen schedule? Okay, at home with Sheree. No, I tried the live screen schedule, and honey, I am one of them that you put me on a schedule, 9 times I'm gonna find something to get into right before I'm supposed to be doing before the deadline or the time I'm supposed to go on the schedule, and it just ain't gonna work out. It stresses me out a lot. So I understand y'all, but sometimes I have to just go when something is sitting in my head or somebody sent me something and I'm like, oh, I need to let them know to be on the watch for this. I have to go ahead and get it done because I have so much that I'm juggling, and I just can't do a live screen. So don't feel bad if you don't come into the live screen. You can always watch the playback if you choose to. That is fine. I totally understand. Y'all can't be on my time. Y'all got things to do too. Y'all can't be on my time, and my time is it's random, okay? It's random. So that's why I say for my mods, don't feel like you are obligated to be in my lives. You are not. You are not. It's a help though when you are, because if I get trolls or something, you help with the messages. But I know y'all got lives too, and I appreciate every one of y'all, all my mods. I appreciate every one of y'all. When y'all can come in, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Um, 2%. My grandfather used to say that. Grandfather knows. Maria just say I'm older, but I'm cool. LOL. My kids, they grown. Friends call me for advice and to talk. I also do not do drama of any sort, period. Exactly, Maria Jackson. Exactly. That's why I say, you know what? A lot of people wanted me to call out these names. Oh, they sent me all type of information. Oh, you saw such and such did this and such did it. Oh, why they did that in your life? Oh, somebody said, somebody has said the eyes and lips told it all on one of them. One of them, oh, he did the eye. He didn't realize that he had did it. And and somebody else said, it was like, well, I would confirm. No, that's what you want me to do, Missy Box. You want me to call out. If don't nobody call Mississippi Girl Life out in a negative way, you got to come on with it and don't be describing what I wear and how I talk and stuff like that to keep from saying my name. If you big and bold and you want to really address something, call my name out. And if it's in a negative way, then I will address you. So that means that content creator gonna have to come directly out and stop with the little petty gestures and all that. Do it that way. You big and bad because you started it. Yeah, all of them. Do it that way. Then we can talk, okay? But as for me, how a lot of people tried to get me to, they send me emails and something like, did you see this? I said, I don't watch that person's channel. Well, you need to go and look at it. No, messy box. You want me to address it so it can be a whole lot of mess until my name, MGL or Mississippi Girl Life, come out of their mouth directly, even though I know that I'm being the source of the talk when you describe certain things, but still. And then there's another one. He done tried to describe some things earlier this year, talking about I was watching this gardener that was growing beans in the house. And that it's too early for, they didn't even understand why I was showing people how to grow daggone beans in the house. His little self just, Y'all, let me stop. They done tried me. And then you got people that just want to see some mess going on YouTube and wants me to, and I'm not no fool. You're not finna get me to do that. You know, I'm not gonna mess up my thing because I no. And I stopped watching them. People that was sending me links back to back, I blocked them. You cannot email me. So I don't know how that go. If it shows unseen on their end, I haven't heard nothing else from them. I stopped blocking them. And one thing that I get is a man, I don't care what type of life you live. Anytime you was natural born a man and you sit around and you and somebody haven't given you a reason and you want to be slick and try to down a female, something wrong with you. I don't care what type of life you live, something is wrong with you. Because at the end of the day, you was a man. All right. And you should not be doing that. But it's a couple people. And those were the names that somebody just kept putting in my stuff. And it's just like, yeah, so Maria Jackson drama, but people will try to get you there. People will try to get you there because that's what they want to see, honey. They want to see the drama, the messiness. And I ain't got time for that. Our recent start over. It's funny. Sure. Oh, is Shirley a regular character? I'm trying to bring Shirley back. I'm trying to bring Shirley back. I just ain't had time to do a scene with Shirley. I want to make her regular. Red Jackson say, this is juicy, LOL. Let me put my groceries up. Let's see. That might not be the word I can say, LOL. Oh, okay. Old divas are like that in church and entertain, but gardening, this is new. Honey, you'll be surprised. Don't say it. Don't say it. Honey, you will be surprised. You will be surprised. You will be surprised. And I'm telling you, I can do a scene of every one of them and you will know exactly who I'm talking about. So how they try to say little stuff and mimic little stuff in my video and stuff and people catch on to it. I can sit here. It's 5 of them. I can sit right here and say one little scene and every one of y'all in this live, every one of y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I won't have to call their name. But I choose not to. I choose not to. Because it'll be too obvious. Too obvious. And they probably in my live now, probably like, is she talking about me? Did she catch on?
Mm-hmm.
Did she do this? Did she do that? Yeah, I've been watching since last year when you started treating me like I don't know what. Once I came into the gardening community, and I've been gardening for years, but my channel wasn't about gardening. It's about couponing and doing Dollar Tree hauls and all that. Go back and check my receipts. That's what I was doing. But when I came into the gardening community, something I've been doing for years, just not on the channel, a lot of people got offended. And I'm like, oh, we supposed to be helping each other out. Just because I'm doing it this way, that ain't knocking against you. Never have I knocked against somebody. But I will say if I don't like using stuff, that's my opinion. We're all different. We ain't supposed to be the same. So I was like, my time is open a lot. My son is grown, so I'm past all that. Left my butt out messy box. Yes, there's a lot of them. Sometimes I love my single life. I can't deal with most men today. I know, right? Okay, what is wrong with growing beans in the house? I've just started nothing, and I was doing it in January. And this little old person gonna sit there, and it was obvious. It was obvious. I had stopped watching him, and somebody sent me the thing. Was like, "You the only one doing this right now." And they tried to bash. Somebody they saw another gardener growing beans in her house. It is too early because they grow fast. Not even paying attention to the reason why I was doing it because I was showing people you could do it indoor, like those of you that live in apartments and stuff that don't have no balcony. And they tried, and like I did a shirt the other day, y'all. Like I haven't posted none of them, but I made a shirt and it say, "Be careful of the people you step on as you make it to the top, because you may pass them same people on your way to the bottom." And that's what this person tried to do. Did not care on who he stepped on. Get on camera and act so innocent and all this. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that in here because that's gonna make. Because I can say 3 words back to back that'll tell you exactly who this individual is. But they tried me. And it's just like 2% said, "Who is Shirley?" 2% when I get in character and I be with all the makeup on, the messed up makeup and the wig all messed up and all that stuff. Her name's Shirley. Mrs. said, "Don't do it, Mississippi." I heard a few. Ha ha. Ooh, yes. Oh, I like hubby in the amen corner. Yes. So they don't really want me to get started because I promise you, that's why I refrain because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And the thing is, it started with me and it's petty. So you older than me, way older than me, and you start with this petty stuff. I'm gonna show you how some of us younger folks do it. I ain't finna go down into your little thing. But you should feel real bad that you that old, a couple of them, and so petty. It's just ridiculous. Currently, Shirley is like the movie Babs, Halle Berry character. Yes. Say word. Maria Jackson say what? I'm growing pigeon peas indoors. It works, yes. Just simple, joyful living. That's why they have grow lights. Exactly. And the person was just hating. His little self just hating. That's one of my favorite movies too currently. Cassidy say they are tried. They tried it, but it didn't stop it. It didn't stop nothing. It still ain't gonna stop nothing. You know. Nikki Universe said great news to share with newbie gardeners. My string bean, eggplants, and zucchini are flowering. I planted from seeds a couple weeks ago. I live on a blog with Mississippi. Let's go. Yes, Nikki's Universe. And make sure, honey, that you look at everything that you are planting indoors. Make sure you look up and know about your plants so you'll know which one you need to pollinate if they indoors, so you can make sure you get good fruit. Okay, and pollinate, once you type in and see if it needs to be pollinated, if it since it's indoor, ain't no bees or nothing, the easy way to pollinate is take your Q-tip, go into the flowers, swab a little bit, taking it and putting it in. You impregnating the other ones, okay? And y'all already know the one with the fruit on it is the female. Real Jackson, show how you need to read a sentence before you speak. I thought you said I'm growing pigeon. That's what I thought it said. Pigeon peas. Hold up. I'm growing. I'm thinking you should send that item show on your channel. Those folks, they probably need. For real, Jackson, you talking about that? You talking about that? Yeah, they wanted me to review it. Yeah. If I had, look, I didn't even let them send the daggone thing, but they may need it, honey. May need it, I guess, because some ain't right. Some ain't right. Super Sister, LOL, Maria Jackson, I was gonna say we doing something different now. So they're outside. Okay, Anna, the awning, though. Do you still need? No, you shouldn't have. No, you shouldn't have. They're outside. The bees will find them. At home with Teresa, I'm gonna be doing indoor gardening and wasn't planning on trying anything that needs pollination. Thanks for the reminder to self-pollinate. You're welcome, honey. Purple City Prepping say I've been called a lunatic and a crazy lady already on my page is newer. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes. I say yes, LOL. Look, being where I'm from, it ain't too much you can actually call me that actually would even hurt my feelings. Now, what really gets me is, like I say, when I know for a fact I haven't done anything to you. And my thing is, when you get on this camera, you have all these people all for you, and you faking it. You faking the funk because your actions towards people that you don't even know is just not real. I'm just like, I think I feel more for the fact that feel more bad for yourself that you even have the mentality to, act in such manners when you think nobody is noticing. And it's just sad. It's like, what are you really on here for? Is it really you giving out good knowledge, but is it really, is you looking at it as more as just a job, or is you passionate about what you do? Yeah. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. All the ones that I've had problems is of my own. That's the sad part. Of my own. Okay? Of my own. And we talked about that yesterday, y'all. It'll be the ones of our own. Don't want you to succeed because they feel like you're gonna surpass them or whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy and it's sad, And that's probably why Mississippi getting them notification because of that video. Ha ha. Let me see. Probably so. Oh, I got you 2%. Purpose City Prepping said because I did a couple of videos showing the shortages in the grocery store, like they don't. I exactly. And even with that, I had people try to say little stuff on their channel, like with the grocery store things. I had people try to say on their channel, you're copying because you're doing. When you guys ask me, okay, with that, I don't consider that as copying because this is something that just happened. Well, not just happened, but it's been happening, and every area is different. But you got some people. I have this individual that did everything under my nose, copied my content like crazy, and then have the audacity to try to say little slick stuff and try to act like you're because you're doing bare shelves when this ain't nothing that this is, every area is different. So I'm like, really, like really? Okay, all right. So go ahead on. You can't do what wasn't going on in your area. I couldn't do no bear shelf and wasn't no bear shelves going on in my area. It slowly triggered to different states and different areas in the states. So what do you mean, honey? Like, wow, it's crazy, y'all. Sound like crabs in a bear. Woo! Nikki Universe said, I appreciate you and the community so much. A city girl from NYC and never thought about growing anything since I thought dirt was dirty, but not anymore. I appreciate you. You're so welcome, honey. And like I say, not everybody in the community. There are some good people. Like I just keep my distance and just stay in my lane. But there are some good gardeners, good people in general on YouTube. It's just you just have to be careful, okay? And that's for anybody that has channels. You have to be very careful. Some people will come and they don't have good intentions for you. They have intentions on coming into your comments and trying to ride a coattail. You know, like I said, I had people that when I first got monetized didn't have channels that overlooked, didn't have nothing to say to me. I got monetized and the channel started growing. They popped in. Oh yeah. And when I didn't shout out the channels, they disappeared. I ain't heard from them in months and months. You know, some started out and just rode a coattail all the way up. And so keep that in mind. Everybody that come and they so nice and smiley and all this, pay attention to if that person dealt with you while your channel was just getting started, while your channel was growing. See, I've been on YouTube since 2015. So I told y'all I was monetized. Everybody was monetized. But when I had some obstacles going on in life, I stopped. I took a break off YouTube. That's when they made the requirements of the 4,000 hours. During that time, I took a break. So I did not do the 4,000. I didn't meet the qualification in the time that they wanted because I wasn't putting up content. Last year is when I decided to come back to YouTube, like for good. Like I'm back, and as long as I can, if it's God's will, this is what I'm gonna do. I had to regain. I already had the subscribers. The subscribers is 1,000 subscribers, no matter what. Not within the last 30 days. I mean, not within the last 365. But the watch time hours have to be in the last 365. And when I started back up in March of last year, I was at 46,000 watch time hours. You have to have 240 watch time hours to equal the 4,000 watch time minutes to reach. Hold up. I was at 46,000 minutes. You have to have 240,000 watch time minutes to equal the 4,000 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So nobody didn't want to have anything to do, no shout outs, no nothing with my channel. It wasn't until I got monetized in January of this year is when I started noticing people trickling in. and they was only there so they can get shout outs and this. It's a game that I don't choose to play. It's a game I don't choose to play. I watched the people that came in and was talking and this, but when they realized they wasn't getting no shout out, and I was aimed towards as giving shout outs to the ones that were just starting, not the ones that's been there already monetized and stuff. Ignored the mess out of me. I wasn't shouting you out. Once I did that monetization video, then everybody wanted to, I wasn't shouting them out. And they stopped commenting. They stopped interacting. And it's fine. That just showed me, like I say, I'm not new to it. You just have to be careful on any platform. You have to be careful. Everybody that smiles in your face do not have good intention. And then you got some people that is very genuine. I watch everybody and I don't say nothing. I can talk to you very often and I see the little sneakiness and the little stuff. I see it. I see it. When I see it, then I'm like, okay, yeah, this person ain't of my thing. And it's obvious. So I have been in a lot of situations where I have been a true friend and everything to people, and they take that for granted. And they think you don't even see it right under their nose. They think you don't even see it. They think you saw it. And I feel like you instilled my intelligence then, that you think that I can talk to you and you can do things right under my nose and say little things right under my nose. And I don't see it. You instilled my intelligence right now. So that happens. So any content creators, I would say, no matter what platform you on, even if you're not on a platform, you have to be careful because people don't care. People don't care as long as they getting something out of it. They don't care. They don't care. And it is what it is. See, mental health is important. MGL has helped me deal with bullying. I'm 53 and this is a small support group. Oh, wow, Carmelie. I know that's right. 2% said, hugs, Carmelie, we will help you kick their butts. I know that's right. Said, it's my temper. I learned that I have to pay messy people know it. Exactly. And I have had to learn that over the past couple months. We always learning things. I have had to learn that myself because for one, I am a lot better than what I used to be. My temper would just be looking at me, you probably like, and I look so passive. And I think it's because I know I don't bother nobody. And when you try to do me, that is like the wrong thing to do. And I say with God's help, I have calmed down a whole lot. My husband can tell you when he met me, I was 21. Okay. He was 27, 28. Yeah. He can tell you my temper was just, it was no nonsense. And I had to calm that down because my daughter. Then I had more kids. So I had to calm down. But it was just, I never bothered nobody. So when you came at me with the nonsense and I'm just over here in my lane, they ain't gossip about nobody, none of that. Like, if somebody say something, then somebody come up and you bothering me just because you think I'm passive, that is something that does something to anybody. Because now it's like you pushing it. Like you literally is pushing it, and it's not fair for people to sit up and do people like that. Let's see, 2015. See, that is why I'm glad to have friends from all around. I never knew about prepping back then. I wish I did. Yes, honey, I was prepping. Let me see, I had stopped. Then 2012 I started back prepping. But like I say, my husband was still active duty, so it was a lot of different things going on. So I stopped. 2015, I started the YouTube channel. And then like was still a lot of movements and stuff. It was hard to stock up on so much stuff and then move. But yes, honey, and that's why I feel like a lot of the people took the way they thought I was just, and they not understanding these things is not stuff I just learned. I didn't just learn this stuff just so I could bring it to my channel. I always knew it. I just didn't bring it because I was out when I first started YouTube. I was told you have to find your niche and you have to stick to your niche. Well, y'all know I don't follow the rules. I followed them then because it was something new to me. So I then said, okay, years later, I was like, man, I can't just stick to couponing. Like, that's the biggest part of the channel, but I need to add more stuff. So that's when I started saying, okay, I'm gonna get out my comfort zone for this niche thing and just put out content that I want to put out. And that's how I became with the variety channel. So, but I still never put gardening or any prep. If y'all would have saw my prep years ago, you'd been like, oh my goodness. And a lot of it came from couponing. But I was getting everything. Batteries, flashlights. I was doing everything. I mean, coupons was better than you got coupons for everything, you know? So this is all disheartening to hear, but I have to say I like how you respond. You let people bring you out. You can't let people. Yes. Yeah, and it be hard because I'm only human. It be hard, but you know. Let's say need to be hurting, but we'll stand like a flamingo on one leg in a box. Nikki Universe, some people take niceness for stupidity. Yes, they do. This is why I have so few friends around me. Yep. You would think that at times that people would try to come together. And I'm gonna tell you, and a lot of people did not believe this because of where when I got to North Carolina, I had so many people down me because I'm from Mississippi. I didn't know because I had never been outside of Mississippi. I didn't know. And you know, I had people that was like, that will come up to me and be like, you could have been from anywhere but Mississippi. Like they wanted to accept Alabama. Sorry, y'all. They wanted to accept Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, all these places. But people would tell me Mississippi, no. And I always I never was ashamed for where I'm from, but I had to adjust really quick up here. Because when I got here in 2008, my husband deployed January 2009. So I was in another area. He deployed 2 weeks before I had my son. And I was in a new area, no family, or nothing at the time, until I found out I had a cousin up here that husband was Marine too. That's where I got a little help. And she was a distant cousin that I didn't never know. Sorry. But that's when I really, really found out how people felt. I have taken so many. I didn't take them because I got them right on together, but I did not know. And so I get a lot of my stuff. Like I remember I was at a gas station and I went to get inserts, coupon inserts. And there was a man standing up there with a country suit on, like he was from what Tyler Perry and them said. I don't know why. It's like I got a hairball in my throat or something. But my dear had said, from Tyler Perry, I remember this saying, she said, standing up there with that country suit on, looking like you from Augusta, Georgia. Well, his looked like he was from Macon or something. Anyway, he gonna look at me. I got the inserts, told the lady, what you know, how many I wanted or whatever. And he looks at me and goes, where are you from? And I looked at him. At this point, I was still, you know, I looked at him, I was like, Mississippi? And he said, that figures. Dude, if you woo, all about the way I talk. A lot of people ask me, where am I from? And I'm like, I've never been the type to not tell them. I feel like something flew down my throat. How it felt like. So I think it's my allergies, y'all. Something like a hairball. So anyway, I ain't been around nobody. So hey, now what you think? So yeah. So I was like, wow, this is the way people actually think because of where I'm from, and that's where I get a lot of my looks from when I'm out and I'm just talking. I have to look over, and people will literally ask me. Only reason why people haven't been asking me lately, like in the past month or two, is because my face mask has my YouTube channel on it. So now I just get the stares. I never knew that that's the way people are outside of Mississippi. I told y'all I used to work for somebody that I was working in a financial office, and this person older, he was my boss. He even tried it, telling me that Mississippi is the bottom of the state. Called me in the office to tell me that. What you do that for? Because I didn't care if I was fired or what. I didn't end up being fired, but I spoke my mind, and I spoke my mind in a way. And this was back 2015. I spoke my mind in a way, and then I left. I ain't care if I had the job or not. You don't disrespect me like that. Talking about something. You see this? Out of all the states, Mississippi is at the bottom. And people tell me, oh, you don't have good education because you from Mississippi. I get all that. So I have learned just being up here, just being up here, that I said, okay, well, I guess I'm special then, because that's the way people actually feel. And don't get me to talking about people up north. Oh my goodness. I had some of them from up north that literally voiced their opinion. Okay. And yeah. So it's been all around. I'm just like, really? I never knew. I never would have known, because I hadn't been outside of Mississippi, how people interacted with me because of that. And I remember I went to where you go to take your drug test. It was 2018. For Walmart. And I went to take the drug test, and the lady asked me, she's like, where are you from? And she's like, oh, I told her Mississippi. She's like, I was thinking somewhere down there. She's like, I said, what? Because I went in there and I was talking, because it had got to the point to where I was trying to talk like I feel like people wanted me to talk up here. And I told her, I was like, because when she said, where you from? I kind of gave her a little attitude at that moment, because it was just like, okay, no, not you too. And when I told her, she's like, oh, I didn't mean nothing. She was like, I can tell the dialect. And I'm saying to myself, didn't I just go in here and I was trying to be, proper, like I'm going for a job. She was like, and I said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, I get it a lot. And she was like, she knows some people that get the same looks and the same things and all that stuff, because they are from Mississippi. She said she has two friends that are. She said, she said, I love your accent, because she was like, no matter how proper you try to sound, that dialect is there. And I'm like, really? I said, because honey, I sure was trying to be. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stop that. Because it's hard. Like I am who I am. But my husband can tell you, I done had some run-ins with people all about that. And I'm like, wow. I never knew that. I never would have known had I wouldn't have left and been able to like be outside. And I'm like, and so even being out, people can pick up on it and they just stare. So I look at them back. You staring at me, I look at them back. Like, and I'm already knowing why. So now I don't even have to say nothing, because my face mask, I'm always wearing now the face mask that has the channel. So it say Mississippi Girl Life. So I mean, hey. So now they just stare. So it's just like, okay. Whatever. I'm glad that's gone, y'all. Something was, whew. But my allergies acting up. So I get that whenever my allergy, and now my throat itching. Let's see. Georgia in 03 and lived there 15 years, and the culture shock was annoying to say the least. Yes, yes. Oh, future. I'm a Southern girl too. I love your accent. Thank you so much, Lady Chick Fashion. Tina Nevis. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But like I say, I never disown where I'm from. I am happy where I'm from because it made me who I am today. And I would never be ashamed of where I'm from, you know. But I did feel like when I go in like for a business or something like that, like a job interview or something, I felt like at one point that I should go in there. Oh yes, sir, and this. And that's what happened. Even though I was going for the drug test thing that you have to do before a job, I was going in a place of business, and I felt, and it just naturally happened. But when she told me, she was like, I don't care how you say it, your dialect is there. So it comes out. I'm like, and I just had to tell her, I was like, cause I was trying, because you just don't understand. And when she told me she understood, I said, okay then, cause honey, give me the cup. Let me go do what I gotta do, cause I can't do that. And so when I would be at Walmart or whatever job I was on, I was myself. But at first, it was just hard, y'all. Don't change for no one. People say I sound country, LOL. I don't hear it until I listen to myself. I know that's right, 2%. Say that's tripped out. I'm from Detroit. When I moved to Arizona, people said I sound. I'm like, what is talking? Hip hop. I know, right? Oh, they meant I sound ghetto. People are stupid. I know. You are you, and I'm loving it. So be great. Thank you so much, Purple City Prepping. Tyrone Harrison said, love your channel. Thank you so much, Tyrone. Hippie Chick 514 say, I'm from Houston, born and raised, but raised by my parents from Chicago. I get asked at an unbelievable amount of times where I'm from. Yes. And said it was good to talk about it. Good people have the same problems. It's good to share. Yes, Carmelie. Yes, it really is. But y'all, let me get off. We've been on here 3 hours and 22 minutes. 3 hours and 22 minutes. Y'all, I believe we are honest. We are the same in many things. Exactly. And like you say, y'all told me, and I'm glad that I was able to, get over. And even still now, I laugh. Now it's like, now when somebody asks me, man, I'll say Mississippi so hard, like we're like, oh, okay, she I'm like, yeah, you ask me the question, you finna know, for you and everybody else finna know. Now what? Now what? So y'all be true to yourself, like we talked about it. Be who you are. Be thankful that you are able-bodied, and all of us is unique. Nobody is not. All of us are special. We are from different makeups. Be who you are. Don't let nobody change who you are, unless you just reckless or something. It may be a good thing to change that, but y'all know what I'm saying. Just be, who you are, love who you are, and don't let nobody make you be something. And that's why I feel like, a lot of people really need to pay attention to, and just they understand how better it is. Sounds like the same way I bark out Boston. Yes, V Solo. So can you imagine if we did a all-nighter check? 102%. Oh my goodness. Everyone have a great weekend. Tell them negative people to hold fast. LOL, Real Jackson. I know, right? Tina Neves said, I'm from Oklahoma and I just don't hear the accent that much. What? I went to the Dollar Tree and brought some candles and everything I need or if the grid goes down today. What's supposed to be going on today? Oh, yo, you just saying in general, Tyrone Harrison? You just bought it just in case, like if something happened any day? They said it's good to talk about. Okay. All right, y'all. So yeah, let's get off of here. Time to eat, Mississippi. Have a great evening. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I gotta go put some chicken in the air fryer that was supposed to be on. Was supposed to be on like 2 hours ago. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. And as y'all can see, I ain't been out there to deal with the thing yet. I have stuff to do. Are you saying yes in general? Okay, Tyrone Harrison, I got it. I got it. That's what I'm talking about. Get what you need at the rate that you can, y'all. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, let me just go and get off. I want y'all to be safe, and I will see you in the next one, y'all. Okay. Bye.